This telecast is copyrighted by Hometown 24 for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or retransmission of this game without the express written consent of Hometown 24 is prohibited.
Brought to you by Bank of Hyman, Thacker Grigsby, Paradise Pizza, Game On Hazard, Wicker Law Offices in Hyman, Heinemann Land Auction Company, and TVS.
Yes, you are back with us on Hometown 24. Yes, we are back in Breathitt County, Kentucky. Yes, this is the championship game tonight. And yes, we left Coach Jerry Stacy out of the group text to wear gray today.
Yeah,
But
He looks good.
There's another thing that we have to say no to, and that's that no, Winston did not fulfill his prophecy. He was not here at 6:30.
Promptly at 6:30.
He's over here changing clothes right now.
Yes,
He is.
Winston is changing.
Literally.
in the corner. Yeah.
Offset right now.
And he's like a blue-gray, right?
He's in, we'll call it gray. We left Jerry out just because we knew if anybody could pull it off not wearing gray, it would be Coach Jerry Stacy. You're doing a great job with it.
I gotta go pee. I'll be right back.
See,
He'll be right back.
I told you he was here, but not at 6:30. Oh, but guys, it's championship day.
Oh, yeah. What a
It is
game we
championship
got.
day.
Awesome game coming up. Listen, it's so loud in here. An hour beforehand, we were here.
Yep.
You couldn't park.
No.
Like, you couldn't park anywhere. They were parking them out in the middle of town, and then we was like, guys, we're media. We got to get a little bit closer. And like, okay, we got you a spot. Just so lucky they had 3 spots, Jonathan.
Yep. Thankfully, they didn't let any of the high school couples park in the media parking today. So we got a real nice spot.
Guess who got the parking spot that you was
Did you
parking
get
on
my
that?
spot?
I got your
He
spot.
took your spot. Reserved for the best. You hear the crowd here tonight. It's crazy.
There's
really
nobody left in Irvin, Kentucky.
No.
they're all
Irvin is
here.
empty. Irvin is empty. All the businesses are closed. They're all right here.
And they are fired up. That
Yes.
crowd is ready to roll. I've never seen anything to beat it.
I'm actually here momentarily I'm going to get up and leave you guys as bad as I hate to. I'm going to go join my Estill County Engineers pep section over here.
What does a train
I
sound
think
like?
I'm going to get initiated tonight, maybe. Maybe
You might not make it back.
I might not. If I do, I might not be the same. I don't know.
You'll probably have some blue mixed in with that gray.
Yeah, they might not let me come back
It'll be all
and
over
draw gray.
Hey,
I might
maybe
have
you
to.
and Winston need to switch because Winston wears a little bit of blue.
Winston always shows up as a rainbow. Can we just be honest? He's always got
Winston
socks.
looks like somebody blew up a paint factory. That's what Winston looks like.
Fellas, we got a game and a half ahead of us.
Oh, it's surely Jonathan over here trying to get us back on track. I appreciate that.
I have
because
to.
somebody's got to keep us all in line.
I'm sweating.
Already.
Surprisingly
You
enough,
should have been here the other day. If you
It's hot in
talking
here.
about sweat.
I looked horrible.
But
I looked horrible. I got a
Yes.
haircut and everything, so you can make fun of it. But buddy, I looked like a water balloon was poured on my head.
Oh, yes. We do have a tremendous game here today. We are going to talk about the game and basketball. I promise you that. As soon as we get back, we wanted to just introduce you all back and welcome you back to the night here in Breathitt County, Kentucky. After this short message, we'll be right back.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Woo! Papa John's just took their fresh, never frozen dough and hand stretched it into thin, oversized New York-style slices. I mean, look at that crust! That is the perfect crust thickness no matter how you eat it. So you can fold it or not. But I ain't gonna lie though, I fold it. Get a New York-style pizza from Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
If you've been waiting on the new Samsung Galaxy S22 device, then the team at Appalachian Wireless has some good news for you. Appalachian Wireless is launching all Samsung S22 models on sale. Every S22 model will be $150 off normal contract pricing. Or take $100 off and we'll pay the taxes on the Appalachian Advantage. Visit one of our retail or dealer locations and on the web, because we don't want you to miss this fantastic deal. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back right here at Hometown 24. I don't know if you guys can hear this crowd behind us, but they're getting us pumped up. We're going to throw it over to Wes right now, over in the pep section, going to bring out a little bit of noise. Wes, over to you.
Now we are back, championship day. You hear all of this right now. This is what they live for. It's championship day. Look at all of this. Look at all of this. It's crazy up here. The band is over there, and I feel like they're right behind us. We have the belly here with us today, the infamous belly. Guys, I gotta ask you, we've got the belly over here. Is there an initiation? Is there a process I have to do to be an engineer?
No, he just decided one day he's gonna get it out, and he's gonna get behind the goal, and it worked. I swear they started missing more free throws the more he did it.
So we're just going with it. We're just rolling with it. Now, I told you the other night, it's always been a dream of mine to be an engineer. I actually have a cousin that's an engineer. They design all the buildings and stuff, right?
No, we drive a train.
Oh, driving the train, the engineer that drives the train. Where's that train going to?
Well, hopefully tonight we take that train and we take it to Rupp Arena.
Is the train going to Rupp Arena? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. They are the engineers driving the train, and they are dead set that train is rolling on to Rupp Arena after this game. Yes, let's go over to Winston and see what he has to say.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Oh, that's not easy, Winston.
I'll give it about like a 6 right now. We need that up to a 10. Okay, all right. So what do you call yourselves here?
We're the 6th man.
All right, the 6th man. I got you. Let me ask you this before we go any further. Can you tell me exactly what a Commodore is? What's a Commodore?
Commodore is the guy on the ship on the Navy.
Oh my God. That is correct. Yeah, you got it. All right, that's a naval captain. All right. Okay. Bonus points. All right, what is tonight's? Is there a theme tonight? Tell us about the theme for tonight.
There's a blackout because it's Estill County's funeral.
Oh my gosh, because it's Estill County's funeral for the blackout.
Yeah.
I think if you look in the dictionary, I think blackout means you lose sense of memory due to alcohol or medicinal abuse.
I don't know what that is.
So hopefully none of that tonight.
No,
I think we're going to stay amped up. What's the 6th man's prediction for this game? What's the 6th man's prediction?
That Perry's going to be Estill's butt, and we're going up arena.
Well, give us a score. Give us an educated guess. We're being educated tonight.
Okay.
Tell us an
Estill
educated
County
guess.
averaged about 87 points this tournament. So it's going to be like 95, 87. Perry says you're on top.
All right, Commodore's on top. All right. Now the other night, from what I understand, the 6th man actually had Moses here.
We had Moses.
Is Moses here?
Come down here.
Is Moses here? I always wanted to interview Moses. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, with me now, he's not aged a day. We have Moses.
Give it up for Moses.
All right, Moses, from what I understand, you're somewhat of a celebrity here.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just wanted to get some knowledge here. We're being educated tonight. Can you name me like any of the 10 commandments at all?
Yeah, maybe.
Like, give me one 10 commandment.
Hey, anybody want to answer these questions?
All right, all I All I know is that the sixth man is here, and they have Moses on their side, so who can be against them, right? All right, go-to chant right now. What do you got?
We got BCC. I believe that we will win.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I believe in Moses. I believe in Moses. I believe in the sixth man. I think it's going to happen tonight for the Perry Central Commodores. I don't know if we're going to break. I just know that these guys are louder than those guys, right? One more time, let's go. All right, we're throwing it back down to the booth. I think we're taking a short break. We got game predictions coming back right now in a minute. Good job, baby, good job.
Party up.
Here at Thacker Grigsby and TVS, we're committed to building a better future for our community. In these times, being connected is more important than ever, and we're working every day to keep you online and in touch with the world. For generations, we've been a part of this community, and we're proud to serve this community for many generations to come. Thacker Grigsby and TVS, working for a better future for Eastern Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in getting your hands dirty.
I believe the best recipes are never written down.
I believe in fried chicken, cornbread, and soup beans.
I believe in the cards. I believe in cats.
I believe in insurance coverage that helps you sleep at night.
I believe in always carrying an umbrella.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Contact Derek Bowling, your Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in Hazard.
At HCTC, you're more than just a student.
I'm a daughter.
I am a father.
I am employed.
I am a mother.
I am ambitious.
I am a work in progress.
I am an innovator.
I am an HCTC graduate.
Being in an accident can leave you feeling vulnerable and lost. You need a lawyer who will fight for you and be there by your side the entire way. What I believe is that with trust and collaboration, we can get you the justice that you deserve. Go to kyleshall.com right now to schedule a free consultation. I will review the details of your case and get you back on your feet. Don't navigate the legal system alone. Get me in your corner right now.
Here we are. Welcome back. Hometown 24. We are at the championship game. Again, guys, you told me a minute ago I wouldn't come back without some blue on me.
I did.
I think I've been initiated into the Estill County Engineers.
It's all over you.
Were they pretty loud over there?
Oh, my gosh. We had a paint party.
Well, the only thing I'm disappointed in is I literally pulled Moses out of the stands, and he couldn't name me one 10 commandment.
And he wasn't painted red.
Anyway, yeah, he wasn't painted red. I mean, he's not parting the Red Sea tonight. It's a blackout, and obviously those kids don't know what a blackout is either.
There's a lot of red. There's a lot. Maybe it's a dark red.
I don't know what it is, but they were really loud, and they're really excited. There's, just like the other night, I think we saw just as the semifinal game, man. Like, I'm out here walking around. It's quite a trip from this corner. One, it's quite a trip from my car to this gym. And then two, it was quite a trip from here to the other side because you're running into people. It's people standing. People, though, that I'm running into are excited about this, man. People are smiling. People right now, the Perry Central side is smiling. I got to go in the locker room there on the Perry side right before the game. I got to talk to Daniel Combs. We all know at this table who Daniel Combs is.
That's interesting.
Yeah, Daniel Cy Combs. And he said their team's feeling really good and said kind of if they'll just do what they do, that they should be okay.
Yeah.
And I think Coach has touched on this all week, and we can go ahead and start with that, is that I think we have the two teams here in the championship that can play any way you want them to play. Right, Coach? Is that what we said earlier in the week?
Yeah, that's exactly what we said. But now I'm on a preference.
But
by saying that The 2 games Estill has played prior to this has been against 2 teams that want to play this way.
Yeah.
So I'm anxious to see Estill run and execute half-court offense, because this game will be a half-court game. I'm calling that right now. The only way this is not a half-court game is if Estill pressures and is successful doing it.
And let's talk about maybe if they should do that here in a second. Let's go to thoughts from Wes really quick.
Well, I have to almost reiterate what Coach Jerry Stacy said. Estill has played 2 teams thus far in the tournament that like to get up and down the floor, and so far Estill's been successful at that. Yep. I'm interested to see if they try to be successful at that again tonight, or if they try to, again, match what Perry does. Yep. But it's going to be interesting to see. Before I do touch on, I always appreciate our fans out there that support us and watch us. So I do want to give a quick shout-out to a couple. Bo's got a shout-out, but I want to throw out there Rhett Gibson. Rhett, if you're watching, we want you to know that we love your support, and we appreciate all the comments you've made about our show. We're thinking about you, all of you out there.
And former Knott County Central girls coach, correct?
Yes. Daughter played at Letcher Central about 10 years ago. Heather Martin was an all-star player at
amazing
Letcher
athlete.
County Central, amazing athlete. Rhett, we appreciate you tuning in, and we're thinking about you, buddy. And Bo?
Bo, initial thoughts about the game.
The shout-out, let me give it real quick before I forget it. James Leverage watching from Georgia.
Georgia.
That's a long way.
That's where I get my peaches.
His brother David come up and said, listen, my brother's watching from Georgia. Can you just give him a shout-out? I said, absolutely.
Absolutely.
So we want to thank him for tuning in, watching with us now. This game, I have to agree with both of them. I would say that it's going to be a half-court game. You know, they played, like you said, Coach, 2 teams that just like to get up and down. But I look forward to being a half-court game all night. Now, which one comes out on top, I couldn't tell you right now. All I know is these fans are insane.
Let's talk about it. I'm looking earlier today, and what's so tough about Perry County Central is what they did the other day is they had all 5 starters in double figures, correct?
Yeah.
And if you're looking down as the season has wounded on, you've got Landon Napier averaging near 16 a game, Ridge averaging near 12, and then you got Tyler Day and Lance McKenzie averaging near 10 apiece. And so it's just such a balanced attack. But now, to counter that, what we've seen over the course of this tournament is we saw Benton on day 1 have 35.
Yeah.
And then you turn around the other day and you had Isford with 43. And so it's almost like both teams really have this balanced attack where if you shut down one player, so be it. Now, my initial thoughts on this game and watching both of these teams closely over the past week, I want to say if you're Estill, you showed press and you showed zone press versus Cordia, gave them a dose of their own medicine. I don't know, and I don't think you come into this game as the favorite, right? And I know Coach Hall has been like, let's do what we do and be ourselves, but I'm not so sure Estill doesn't want to start out and pack it in tonight.
Yeah.
You're looking at the 3-point percentages across the board for both of these teams. Ridge shoots it pretty well, but he's not shot it a lot. We saw Ridge his kind of role come into play the other day as he controls the game. He doesn't so much look to shoot right away.
Right.
And then you got Landon Napier, who's obviously a deadly 3-point shooter. I'm not so sure if you are Estill that you don't want to pack it in. And speaking of Estill, right here walking in the corner, of course, famed Estill coach, formerly John Bentley walking in. I wonder what his game plan will be tonight.
The last guy to get him here before Brian does.
Yeah.
Last guy to get him to this point before Brian Hall.
Yeah.
And then
he won that game.
And he won
that game.
And he didn't win that game against Perry. He won it against Knott.
Won it against Knott.
Won that semifinal game against another team. We won't talk about that. And now, so if I'm Estill, I think I'm packing it in. You know, I know where Napier is at all times, and I shade him. But other than that, I'm packing it, okay? And now on the other flip side, if I'm Perry, I think with so many balanced weapons, I'm not making myself susceptible when I zone press. I think they just do what they do, be gritty, and like Coach is saying, play half-court man. You're the best defensive team in this tournament so far. You held an excellent, more talented Breathitt team to 51 points. Is that what it was? So if I'm Perry, start out gritty man. If I'm Estill, and you're right in saying that, Coach, is that we could have just a half-court slugfest tonight.
Well, I want to say that your game plan is perfect. If I have to use a big word like Coach used, I would say impeccable. Great
really?
Game plan, yes.
Impeccable?
But I don't think I'm going to see Estill pack it in here tonight. I would have used that same game plan against the Cordia Lions if I'm Estill coming into this game.
Yeah.
But we didn't see that.
But we didn't see that.
That's what we thought.
We thought that they would play half court, especially against Cordia.
Yeah.
And they didn't either game. Wolf County plays this way too. That's the way they want to play. Estill beat both teams playing their style. Coach Brian Hall, when we asked him about that in the post game, he said,
been trying to get them that way all year.
We want to play up and down.
Yeah.
All right? So they're going to play at whatever pace you want to play at.
Yeah.
They just think they can beat you doing that.
Yeah. I think we have two just really balanced teams, and I gave the shout-out to Perry County Central scoring. I should do the same for Estill because we have Isford averaging 17, Benton averaging 17.7. You got Willis averaging 10, and then you got two other guys in Rose and Beeler who's averaging right at 9-ish, 10. So it's like I think it's what's great about this matchup is we can't put it on the shoulders of a single player. How many tournaments are there where you have this one outstanding player? And we don't have that with these two teams. We have two really balanced attacks.
Yeah.
We're running up on the 4.5-minute mark, and I don't want to skip over what each of us are going to predict about this game. I want to give Bo some love here. Tell us, let's go ahead and start with this in our predictions. Tell us who you got and tell us why. Let's start down the lane.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take Perry by 10.
Okay, I'm writing this down. Look, I brought my board tonight, and look, don't judge my marker. This was district.
Did Penny get a hold of that?
No, this was district tournament marker.
Well, you bragged the other day that you didn't break a board.
Listen.
But you failed to tell me about the marker.
This is the board I started the season with and ended the season with. I got 0 technicals on the year. If anything, I can go home. I'm wholesome. I'm wholesome. Get out of here.
I see
I'm wholesome. That is not a crack.
Look at it.
That is not a crack. That could have happened anyhow.
He's stuck some crazy glue to that.
That is not. It's fine. It's structurally sound. That's what matters. All right. Anyway.
Glued that thing
all right.
together.
Oh no. Oh no. It don't work. It's dried up. It's dried up.
It's just dried up.
All right. Bo by 10.
Yeah. Perry by 10. The reason why is I don't think Estill is going to pound this. I think they're going to go to Benton a lot. I believe Benton is at his best under pressure.
Yep.
And I believe that's what's going to cost them, and Perry's going to come out by 10.
All right, that's great. So shut down Benton. Wes.
I think you're going to see a lot of lead changes tonight. I think you're going to see teams go on 5-0, 6-0 runs throughout the night, some lead changes. I think approaching 2 minutes left in the game, fourth quarter, you're going to see one of those last lead changes. I think Perry and their toughness, you heard Coach Shannon Hoskins talk about this is the hardest working team he has ever coached, and they worked on that field goal percentage. I think that prevails here at the end. A little bit of the adrenaline runs out of the Engineers. I think Perry by 12 in the last minute and a half.
Coach, why is everybody stealing my prediction? Coach, somebody's going to have to ride the train.
Prophecy.
I like, this game, in order for Estill County to be successful in this game, in my opinion, they're going to be in a half-court game. My concern is they don't have a true point guard, not what I call a true point guard. They do it by committee.
Couple scores, but
it's hard to run half-court. Running your team, getting your team in offense, starting the offense with ball pressure, being able to get the spacing and the timing of that starting, all starts with your point guard.
Absolutely.
Perry has got an advantage in that area. If this is a half-court game, which I think it will be, the advantage to me is Perry County. Perry by 8.
So we have 8, 9, 12. think about your X factor. You're going to name me one player in about 30 seconds. Before we move further, I want to give shout-outs to the teams across Kentucky who have gotten there already before tonight's action in our 7 o'clock tip-off. Lyon County, who Breathitt beat earlier in the year. Henry Clay, Murray, Male in a nail-biter against Ballard last night. And then we have Pikeville, of course, punching their ticket last night against Pike County Central. Congratulations to Coach Justice. And then we have their first-round matchup in the Sweet 16, which promises to be special on Wednesday night. North Laurel, of course, the famed Jeff Shepard's son, Reed Shepard, and Pikeville going at it first round of the Sweet 16. We'll talk about that more later. Okay, me, really quick, I think you said it. I think Ridge Beverly is the difference in this game tonight, even though I'm going to pick somebody else for my X Factor. I picked Perry. I guess I have to go low or high. I'm going to go high and say 15. All right, X Factor, name a player.
Beverly.
Beverly.
McKenzie.
I'm going to pick Napier. We got to remember, Napier played for Estill throughout his whole high school career. I picked him last game, and he let me down. I'm picking him this game to have a big game. I think he's got to show out tonight in order for Perry, especially if Estill packs it in like I think they will.
One other point I want to make. Estill County, in my opinion, to be in the end of this game, needs this up and down.
Yep.
Don't be surprised if you don't see them for the first time try to force tempo. They
Absolutely.
just played either way that you wanted to play so far.
See if that forces.
I think they're going to have to do something different this time.
Absolutely. Shout out Anthony Persalia. He's messaged me. He showed me some X factors. We'll talk more. We'll talk more at halftime. Enjoy the game.
Here at Hometown 24 and TVS Cable, we care about the community. And while you might not see the same familiar faces you're used to seeing, know we're still here. Bringing you live high school sports straight to your living room.
Do you qualify for $30 off your Thacker Grigsby or TVS broadband bill through the Affordable Connectivity Program? If you participate in certain federal government-funded programs, yes, you can start your qualification process by going to acpbenefit.org and click on the blue Apply Now button, or call our office at 606-785-9500 or stop by one of our locations in Jackson, Whitesburg, Hazard, or Hindman.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with a click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
In Eastern Kentucky, being connected to the world has never been easier. With our 100 meg package at only $44.95 a month, you can be sure to always stay connected and up to date. But if that's not fast enough, we offer even faster, with the layest technology to make sure you're getting the most out of your service. Give us a call today or check out tgtel.com for more information. Thacker Grigsby, bringing the future to Eastern Kentucky.
At TVS Cable, we are committed to providing you with the best broadband available, whether that be through expansion of our fiber-to-the-home facilities, new builds into previously unserved areas, or by launching DOCSIS 3.1, the latest technology in cable broadband. TVS Cable has always changed with the demands of Eastern Kentucky, and we will continue to make investments in our area because we care about Eastern Kentucky. It's our home too.
Thacker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work. A place we want to see grow and prosper. From Jackson to Hindman and everywhere in between. We're committed to serving you with the latest technology. Whether it's faster broadband, more video choices, or the latest voice services. Thacker Grigsby with our fiber network can provide the latest ways to stay connected, informed, and entertained.
everyone. It is Championship Tuesday night at the 14th Region Boys Basketball Tournament. We bid you welcome. I'm Harold Mullins along with David Adams. And it is the Estill County Engineers, somewhat of a surprise team to be in this championship game, taking on one of the favorites, the Commodores of Prairie County Central. David, kind of a surprise the Engineers are here, but they sure have earned their way.
Yeah, it's good to be with you here on their championship night. You are right, Estill County, two tough ball games to get to here, and their group, they're resilient. They're going to play hard tonight. They shoot the ball well, and they get up and down the floor well. Commodores, Harold, they play solid defense. Solid defense.
Already 5 teams have earned their way to Rupp Arena in the boys' state high school basketball tournament. Regions 1, 2, and 7, 11, and 13 have already been completed. Murray won in Region 1. Lyon County was the winner of Region 2. Louisville Male beat Louisville Ballard by 2 in overtime to win in Region 7. Henry Clay, somewhat of a surprise to be there. They're in Region 11. And last night, North Laurel and Reed Shepherd won their way to Rupp Arena by defeating 3-time defending champion Knox Central. So North Laurel will be there. The other 11 regions will be decided tonight.
Going to have some good ball games all through the state tonight. And this region, Harold, will play 10th region winner. And there's a team down in Winchester called Clark County, and they are the real deal. So that will be interesting to see.
I don't envy either one of these teams because the winner of this game has to play Clark County.
And they are very, very good.
As you can probably detect from the noise, we are once again seated right in the middle of Estill County's cheering section, and their band is right in front of us. So if we have gaps in our broadcast tonight where we go long time without speaking or saying anything, it's simply because we cannot see.
So we'll do the best we can.
Yeah, the Estill County band right directly in front of us, and there's going to have to be something done in future tournaments that this sort of thing doesn't happen.
Harold, we getting ready to get started here. The Commodores and the Engineers, and we're glad everybody's along tonight, and glad to have you along tonight. Rose, number 11, will get ready to jump for Estill County. Brock will jump for the Commodores.
And I have no idea, but I think Prairie Central got the tip. Long 3 right off the bat. Good by Day.
Day and jumper, and he gets the Commodores rolling, Harold.
3-0, and maybe these kids will settle down and sit down after a while, but right now they are not. And now a foul coming up against Prairie Central.
Yeah, Beverly got Rose on the arm, and Rose was going to go up and just couldn't get it because Beverly had a piece of the arm. Rose, ready? First one. 3-1. I think Carl is going to put me to work more tonight. So
well, you're over there where you can at least see one end of the floor. I can't see either end, so I'm just sitting in silence and let you guys do the work. I can't even see the basket when the ball goes through it. The only way I know who scores is by looking at the scoreboard.
McKenzie with the ball to Beverly, picked by Brock. Beverly all the way to the goal, and he loses it, and we're going to have a foul. Foul's on Rose, and that'll be his first one. 3-2 if you just joined us. 7:20 to go. First quarter from Jackson. Beverly at the line for an opportunity. And the first one's good. Beverly's first point. One more coming for Beverly. It's on the way. It's good. 2 points, Perry Central. I'll go back to the man pressure. To Rose. Isford, no good. Yes, and off the glass, and it goes. Nice shot by Isford. Seemed like anywhere that young man's on the court, he has an opportunity to knock it down. It hits the side of the board and goes in. To McKenzie, up and good. McKenzie's first 2. Pressure by the Commodores. Here comes Estill up the left side to Benton. He's trapped and took away. Beverly with the steal. Goes in, lays it in, and he is fouled. Foul is on Beeler, and it will be his first. Beverly has 4 points in the ball game, 9-5. Commodores. 6:32 first quarter. Beverly's shot is short, and Rose gets the rebound. And here comes Willis for the Engineers. Perry Central in the man defense to the right side. Back to the left. Tries to go out of bounds, throws it away. Here's Napier with the ball, over to Beverly. Day's got it, right side, makes the head fake, brings it back out to Beverly. Man defense by the Engineers, 9-5 if you just joined us, first quarter. McKenzie will set the screen and fall out. Receives the ball right side to Day. Day looks around to Napier, to Brock. Makes the fake, and we're going to have a block. No. Yes, we are. We're going to have the blocking call. On number 15, that's Beeler. Beverly will inbound the ball today to Napier, up the top to McKenzie. Over to Day, he brings it back to the top, off to the right side, into McKenzie. A good spin, puts it up, no good, rebounds and puts it back in. McKenzie has 4 in the ball game. 11-5, Commodores. Willis up the left side, all the way to the basket, lays it up, no good, rebound by McKenzie, and here comes the Commodores. Everly down the side, Napier, that's partially blocked. McKenzie gets it, it's partially blocked, but we're going to have a foul on the Engineers as it will be on Isford. Isford's first foul. McKenzie at the line. First one is soft there, no good. McKenzie off to a good start. 4 points in the ball game so far. No good. Missed 2 in a row. Not like McKenzie. Pretty good free throw shooter most of the time. 4:57 first quarter. 11-5 Commodores. Willis. That's stole by Day. Good defense by the Commodores. Center of the court, good pass. Brock to the other side, scoops it over and puts it in. Brock's first 2. Timeout, Estill. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout, so no, they have changed that. They have changed it to a full. It will be a full timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 13-5, Perry, as we will come back.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business.
high-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Welcome back to the Breathitt County Coliseum. 13-5 our score with 4:41 to go.
And David,
Prairie Central.
It's been one heck of a game.
It is, and Jonathan is along with her on tonight and all the hometown crew, and we hope you are as well. Beeler will get ready to inbound the ball for Estill County. Prairie Central, good pressure, Jonathan, and they're very good at this, is Willis. We'll toss it to Isford, back to Willis, and Commodores play great defense.
That's what they've been good at all season long, and Estill County struggled in a set because they haven't really played much of them in this tournament.
Right. They've had to go up and down playing Wolf County and Cordia. Day, a good shot, but short as Rose gets the rebound, and here comes Benton up the left side.
And what about Cade Benton? He's played great all tournament long.
You know, they got to have him tonight. He's got to be big. Nice drive as Willis gets his first bucket, and it cuts the lead 13-7.
Perry County's really started to pull away.
Napier's shot is over the glass, and it falls in. I'd give the guy at least a point.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's not a bad shot.
A for effort.
Absolutely. Estill County will inbound the ball, 13-7, just under 4 minutes, first quarter.
And you know, Perry County opened up this game in a 2-1-2, David.
Yeah.
And Estill found a way to break that very quick.
Beeler handing it off to Willis, and Willis goes in and hits the bucket.
And he is playing huge for the Engineers tonight.
Willis has 4. Beverly out top. 2-3 zone by Engineers now. They're matching up out of it into Brock. Off the left elbow, good. 4 points for Brock. Jonathan, Brock is very good on the elbows.
You know, I was talking down with the guys the other night during a halftime show. As Beeler goes up, they're going to call him for a charge.
Well, I thought he went too deep there. He should have given it to Isford on the right side for the jumper.
But as I was saying, you know, I was talking with the guys the other night, and I said the X factor for the Commodores, in my opinion, is Dylan Brock.
Yeah.
I said, you know, he's already great defensively, but if he finds a way to have an impact on the offensive end, Perry County's going to be a hard team to beat.
Yes, they are. They're very patient, Commodores, too. And when they have to be patient, turn their offense over, they do a very good job at it. 3 minutes, 15-9, Commodores, Day, Beverly. McKenzie's posting inside, wanting the ball. Rose is guarding him. Over to Napier. Day goes left, comes back out to Napier. Beverly, 22-footer, no good, but Brock started to put it in. And Brock has his 4th point.
You know, I thought before this game even started, the only way Estill can contend is to shut down Ridge Beverly. He's the primary ball handler.
Yes, he is. You got to keep Prairie Central off the board. The second shot gets you a lot from them. Benton from 30, it's a little long, and here comes Beverly. Over to Napier, into McKenzie, head fake, drives left side, puts it up, no good. Good defense that time by the Engineers. Benton all the way, and he's going to draw a foul on Napier, and Napier's going to get the foul, or Rose. Let's see which one. Oh, it's going to be Napier, so that'll be his first.
And you know, Cade Benton has really showed us that he's a slow first half player, David. He really excels in that second half when all the pressure starts to kick in.
Yeah.
But he's going to have 2 chances at the line right here to knock some points up.
Yep, Benton's not scored so far tonight. He just had 10 points the other night, I believe.
Man,
I'm going to look back. But Isford covered it pretty well with 42 or 43 or 44. You just keep counting for him.
Benton's going to knock down that first one. He's going to have a chance at one more.
Benton, a nice shooter, got a good follow through. His form is good. 17-10. Next one, count it. 2 points for Benton, and here comes the Commodores. 2:03, 17-11. Beverly with it.
And that's the matchup I wanted to see was Ishford and Beverly.
Yeah. Now, Ishford will guard you. Don't think he won't. He will guard you. Brock, a good head faking and good too. And Brock has been a big key so far. He's got 8 points in this ball game. He's playing huge right now.
6 have came in the last 3 minutes.
Still, pass was bad from Benton. Brock lost the ball as Rose takes it from him. Into the game, number 20, that's Cheney for Estill County. Cheney will handle it to the right side to Ishford. Here he comes, makes his move, good spin move in, and we got a foul. It could be on Day, and that could be his second one. Ishford has 5 in the game, and it is on Day, John.
And it's such a hard thing to do to guard Ishford whenever he's driving to the basket because he has so many units around him that can knock down that outside shot. You know, Ishford, an excellent inside and outside player. As his first free throw is up, and it's good.
6 points for Ishford. Here comes Purry, 19-14. Minute 15, first quarter. Over to Day. 2-2-1 by the Engineers on the pressure. Brock, right side, nice pass. And McKenzie will get the bucket, but that was a nice assist from Brock. 2-2-1 by the Commodores. Cheney with it. Over to Benton. Good pressure by the Commodores. Right side, Benton goes, and he's trapped. He gets it to Cheney. Willis on that side. Head fake, good move. Goes up and misses the shot. McKenzie gets the rebound. Here comes Beverly. Today, one dribble, and he walked with it. We're going the other way.
You know,
got in a little hurry, John.
In a game like this, though, you know, everybody's adrenaline is pumping. They want to get a basket as fast as possible.
Yes, it is.
35.8 on the clock.
Yep. Benton's got it over to Cheney. Rose is there, Ishford, and Willis for Estill County.
Cade Benton wide open. Rose says, I got him anyways.
Rose, nice. This is nice, too. 16-21, 18 seconds. Commodore should get the last one here. Throw all the way down to Brock. 10 on the clock. Brock in the middle, over to McKenzie. Day's got it, 6 seconds. Brock's got it. Is Purry going to get a shot? 2 seconds. And they will not get a shot. This did not have good clock management that time. 21-16, Commodores, first quarter. We'll be back. Welcome back. Second quarter coming up, 21-16. And, John, it looks like Benton will get ready to put it in play for Estill County. Cheney still on the floor. Willis, Rose, and Ishford. Ishford, 1 3-pointer, hit the side of the board and went in. And I said, get that ball to Ishford. Perry County Central in the man. Now, right here is where the Commodores are tough, John. Right here.
They're a very fast team. They're an athletic team to begin with.
And they will body up with you. They'll play D. Benton, a 16-footer. It's off, and McKenzie gets the rebound.
And, you know, in a situation like that, you want to move the ball around a little bit more.
Absolutely.
Use some clock.
Maybe
as much
screen
as you can.
some, you know.
Exactly.
Beverly, Napier. Estill in the zone, goes in the middle to Brock. Over to Day. 22-footer, no good, but McKenzie's right there, puts it up short. No good. Brock gets a hand on it. And the ball's loose. And we could have a jump ball. I thought he may have signaled a foul.
I did too.
And he is called a foul.
Foul's going to be on number 10, Ridge Beverly.
Huh. I seen him dive in, but I couldn't tell about the contact.
You know, Beverly did come off that weak side. Maybe he just got underneath the player wrong. Benton to inbound for the Engineers.
Cheney will take it. Commodores and that man pressure. You cannot pick the ball up until you have a pass against the Commodores. Cheney with the basketball to Benton. He goes through the middle, puts it up and in.
And Benton excels at moments like that. Whenever he sees the gap, he attacks it really hard. 3-point game, David.
Yep, and 4 points for Benton in the ball game. There's Napier, 22-footer, no good. McKenzie really going to the boards, and Brock puts it up, no good. Look who's got the rebound, Mr. McKenzie. He's got 8.
He was our Alice Lloyd College Player of the Game 2 days ago, David, and he's still playing to that potential.
Cheney, Benton, about 30 feet out right now. Thought about shooting it, but doesn't. Move in closer to the line. Cheney looks at it, doesn't take it. Willis. Rose trying to get position down on the left block against Brock. Here's Willis driving in, no good block, and here comes Beverly with the break. Left pass today, head fake, goes up, puts it in.
Landon Napier, 14th Region Player of the Year. You can't take a weak shot like that on him.
5 points per day.
Beverly deflects it out of bounds. Estill's going to have a second try at the inbound. And Estill County's activity on defense is just one step slower than Perry County Central's.
Yes, it is. But, you know, Estill seems to move the ball well, when they're breaking the press. And they're smart with the ball most of the time.
They are.
Cheney, left hand. Rose drives. Nowhere to go. McKenzie cuts him off. And we're going to have a out-of-bounds play. Perry should get the ball under the basket.
They should, and they will.
Yes. Absolutely. Willis, I'm surprised he didn't try to run that ball down to stop that.
Yep.
I'd rather have the opponent throwing the ball in at midcourt than under the basket.
Especially whenever you're going up against a team that has Lance McKenzie and Dylan Brock down low.
Yep. They will take it over to Beverly. Today, left side. Napier back to Day. Day goes to the top to Brock. Brock drives in and takes a bad shot that time. He's off balance, nowhere to go that time. Here comes Benton. And Beverly's going to get the foul.
And you know, David, last season we watched Perry County. They kind of struggled having Dylan Brock at that 3 position because he wasn't a very good shooter. And Landon Napier, after he made the switch, it definitely made things click for the Commodores.
Right.
And what a big game for Landon Napier tonight.
Absolutely. Knight will come in, number 33 for the Commodores, as Beverly will sit with 2 fouls. A little over 5 minutes. Nice pass down to Benton. He couldn't get it, and it's out of bounds. Good defensive play by McKenzie, who had his body in front of him.
McKenzie, you know, me and Winston Lee talked a little bit before the game started. Such a smart player at that 5 position.
Yep. Estill County, not a whole lot of pressure up front. Brock to McKenzie. He'll bring it back to Knight. Knight over to Napier. Thought about shooting it. Day's playing the point since Beverly's out with the foul. Day's a good ball handler, but Coach Hoskins is going to take a timeout and try to set his offense a little different. It's going to be 32nd. We'll keep it here. And we're glad everybody is along with us tonight right here on Hometown 24. I'm glad to have everybody.
That's exactly right. And we're very happy for all of our sponsors tonight.
Absolutely.
You know, we're very happy to have you all watching along with us, and we're glad to have you on board.
Estill County's band picking it up right now. A very good band.
Yes, they do.
Play. They can.
I know one thing for sure, it's a loud band.
The Commodore band, I got to hear them earlier. Those kids do a good job over there. Very impressed with them.
I'm very impressed with both sides.
Yeah.
One thing I can say for sure is that Estill's got a loud band.
Yeah.
Now that we get the privilege to sit next to them.
We do. So anytime you need to play the drums or
That's
whatever,
right.
help yourself, John.
If they had a guitar, I'd have a good time tonight.
Napier will get ready to put it back in play for the Commodores, and he'll go today, and we'll get ready to start with 4:40 to go until the half. Day with it. Over to Napier. Napier having a hard time grabbing the ball there, and it got away from him. It's going to be Estill's ball.
And, we talked about Estill County's activity on defense and how they were just one step behind. And I hope that Coach Bryan got a chance to kind of motivate them a little bit during that timeout. Say, come on. And look at this.
Cheney with it. Cheney held the ball. Fannin in the game for the Commodores. Estill trying to get Isford right there. He got a slow start from down on the block coming up. He wanted that shot. Cheney held the basketball. Good pressure by Day. And ball thrown away. And I tell you what, I was impressed with Day's defense, and I'm impressed with Cheney just to hang on to the basketball.
That's right. Tyler Day was there to deflect it out of bounds.
Yeah. Cheney over to Rose. Head fake. Yes, still looking. I thought he would put that one up, to be honest with you, John. He don't need much room.
He doesn't.
Beeler. Benton at the top, circles. Beeler comes in the middle, and he thought about losing it, but no good. We're going to have a foul on Fannin. That will be Fannin's first foul. And it looks like the team 6 on the next one. Engineers will get a shoot to bonus. 3:41 to go, 25-18.
And David, Cade Benton, him being matched up against Tyler Day, that's not a matchup that he really excels in because he's kind of a slower player.
Well, Coach Hoskins has got Day on him. He's got good speed and he's long. And he's got that arms that will deflect the basketball, and that's why he's on there. That's a nice play by Benton to hit off Knight's leg because nowhere to pass it as the half-court defense of the Commodores pick up.
David, you said it. Perry County and the man defense, that's a hard team to beat.
Yep. Estill County with the basketball. 3:20 go. 25-18 Commodores. Cheney. Benton from 30, no good, and out on McKenzie, and Estill County will keep the basketball.
And Estill is just kind of looking dazed right now. The one shot that they have gotten out of the last 4 tries wasn't a very good shot.
They have struggled at times driving to the basket against the Commodore defense.
If I'm Estill County, I got to put the ball in Isford's hands, say try to do something with it.
He needs more shots.
He does.
He's a good shooter. He needs more, and they've got a screen for him to get him. Cheney will get it in, and it will go to Benton, a head fake, and he drives left against Knight, fades back, and can't get the shot. McKenzie off to Fannin, and here comes the Commodores. Knight thought about taking a shot there, but no good. He bids it over to Brock, and Brock gets hammered. And Brock will go to the line for 2 shots, I would imagine, after they clean the sweat up.
And Perry County just all around playing more physical than Estill.
Benton has his second in the ball game, and nice defense on the end down here by the Commodores. Brock gets it to roll in, and Brock has his 9th point. And he'll have an opportunity at point 10. He's playing a good ball game. He's really hit the boards and been aggressive on defense. Brock, one more shot, too strong, and rebound by Rose. And he got hit in the eye there a little bit. Isford, 20-footer, 22-footer. Isford has 8 points for the Engineers, 21-26.
You said it, David. He doesn't need much room.
He don't. Brock thought about it. Back to Fannin. And back over to Brock. Head fake. Goes to go to McKenzie. No good. And Rose gets the rebound.
Perry County tried to get that back. That's just good positioning.
Yep, Beeler with it to Cheney. He looks straight ahead. Over to the left. Beeler. Out top, left side. McKenzie's guarding him. And here comes Cheney. Jonathan, Estill County having trouble getting the ball down in and starting their offense a little closer right now. Esford on the drive, no good, and it's going to be off of Day. Day's foot was on the line trying to save the basketball.
Well, David, you know, Estill County has succeeded in this tournament doing one thing particularly better than everybody else, and that's playing up and down the floor.
Yes.
Tonight, Perry County has taken that from them, and they're struggling in the half-court set.
Ball got into number 34 of Estill. That's Riddle, and Riddle will have an opportunity to go to the line and get his first points.
He didn't see the floor against Cordia, and, you know, if you're an Estill fan, that might have you a little bit worried because, hey, he might have the cold hand tonight.
Yeah.
But he's going to have a chance for 2 easy points. First is on the way. No good.
26-21, a minute 52.
As Landon Napier comes back into the game.
One more for Riddle as he puts it up and got this one.
4-point game, David.
Yep. Minute 48, 26-22.
And Perry County now in the bonus.
Well, both teams will shoot bonus from now on for a while. And Napier needs to step up for the Commodores. Fannin goes down, fake, puts it up in the crowd. And Napier's got it to McKenzie. Back to Napier. And the quarter shot, no good. And rebound Beeler. I thought they shot that in a little quick.
I did too. And it wasn't a very good shot.
Yes, for Fannin's on him. Drives the lane, puts it up, and we're going to have a foul.
We're going to say that one's on number 4, Dylan Brock.
Yeah, that's Brock. And Coach Shannon Hoskins, I don't know if he approved of that one. He still asked him, not a lot of contact there. Isford to the line. First one, got it. Isford has 9. He can be the first player in this ball game to go in double digits.
But we have watched Estill change their game plan. They went from trying to settle for that jump shot to now they've attacked to the basket on 3 straight drives.
Rose, Cheney. Rose loose it, and Fannin's got it. Brock's got it. Left side, takes a dribble, goes in, no good. McKenzie, who else? Puts it in. McKenzie becomes the first player with 10 points in the ball game.
You know, David,
and
it's got to be the Predator tattoo on his shoulder.
He just gets the job done. He goes out and works every game. Very impressive young man, the way he plays. And so does all these kids tonight. Jonathan, you can tell they're all in the game, giving it their best effort. Shot's no good. Rebound, Estill. 28-23, Commodores by 5. Cheney with the ball right side. Rose goes on down. Here comes Cheney, left side. Fannin bumps him. And here comes Cheney. And puts it up, puts it in. Nice move by Cheney.
And they're slowly but surely cutting this lead down.
Yep. 28-25, Day with it. And Day almost lost it. Fannin's got it to Brock. Over, there's Napier for 3, no good. And it's got in as Beeler's got it. Down the middle, and a block call. And
it was very close to being a charge.
Yeah, but, you know, he had some movement there, but I really couldn't tell. It was so pinpoint.
That's one of those in-the-moment calls where, you know, they have a...
So Beeler will have an opportunity to get in the score book today.
Have an opportunity to cut it down to a 1-point lead as well.
Yep.
As we can't really see for the tuba.
First one's good. Want to remind everybody at halftime, be sure you catch the Man Toyota at the half. We'll have the guys, and they'll be ready to give us their predictions and views on the game so far. Beeler, one more, 28-26. Good again.
And Beeler, not a particularly good free throw shooter.
28-27, 19 seconds to go.
And I see Perry County probably going to hold for one shot.
As Beverly back in the game, Day. Beverly with 8 seconds. Brock will set him the screen with 5. Good pass over. Day will take the 3. No good. And we're at the half. John, it's been a good 28-27. Commodores, we'll be taking a break. The show's coming up. We'll be back later on. Stay with us.
Brought to you by Bank of Hyman, Thacker Grigsby, Paradise Pizza, Game On Hazard, Wicker Law Offices in Hyman, Heinemann Land Auction Company, and TVS.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Woo! Papa John's just took their fresh, never frozen dough and hand stretched it into thin, oversized New York-style slices. I mean, look at that crust! That is the perfect crust thickness no matter how you eat it. So you can fold it, or not. But I ain't gonna lie though, I fold it. Get a New York-style pizza from Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
We are back at the main. Whoa. What am I doing?
At the main event.
You're going to drive away saying,
man, what a deal.
We always have to throw that.
I'm a little raspy tonight.
You have to yell. I'm trying to whisper to you over here on the sideline.
I know.
We have to yell. We're joined here by Charles Davidson, the principal here at Breathitt County High School. Charles, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. It's an exciting night, and it's been an exciting week of basketball. We've had, every night's been huge crowds, and everything for the most part went pretty smooth, so we're really happy with it.
I was going to ask you if you wished every home game was like this, but then I said, no, I better not. He might be looking for another job if every home game was like
every home game. If every home game was like that, it'd be insane. This week's been insane.
Yeah, tell us right off, I mean, I guess from a principal side of things, because you guys hosted last year, right?
Yes, sir, we did.
I mean, you hosted last year, and then because of the COVID, you kind of got a second chance opportunity to host again this year. So tell us maybe what exactly for you goes into this process.
Well, it's a pretty huge process. Last year we was at half capacity. We had we was trying to focus a lot on media and trying to keep the capacity down with COVID. Now this year we went all out. We've had help from our city and county officials and the law enforcement, fire department. We've had all the help from our staff here at school. Coach Moore, the athletic director, always does a great job. I just couldn't give a big thanks to all of our sponsors and just a lot of planning and making sure we've got the parking lined out, trying to get everybody in here and just making it just a good environment for the students, because that's really what it's all about.
The only thing that I would suggest you do different is last year I got to coach alongside B.B. King in this game. If you would have done that again this year, I would have said your plan was much better. But
that's true. Well, the hospitality's been great. The hospitality room specifically has been great. Everybody here, even though I know a few people probably complained about the split session, but do you feel like that was ultimately, we talked about it, and after we saw the crowd for the first game and then saw the crowd for the second game, I'm not even sure if it was an option, right?
No, after we seen the first 2 rounds, we started talking. It's like, there's no way that we can hold Breathitt and Perry on and bring them on top of another game. We'd never get everybody in here. So I know it was a tough decision to make, but to make it right for students and their fans for all 4 teams, we thought the only thing we could do was to split the sessions.
I couldn't imagine taking some of this crowd away. This has been phenomenal. With attendance in the crowd. I'm covered in paint. I don't know if you saw
He
that.
got covered in Estill County paint. That's not Bobcat paint, though it is blue. That is Estill County paint.
I got you.
I will say this. I got the pleasure of talking to Mr. Ethan Gibson in the fan section there the other night. And man, you got some great kids at this school.
Oh, we got our students are wonderful. They're kids. They've got a lot of spirit. We've got a great school going right now. Mr. Gibson's one of our seniors this year, so he'll be leaving us, but we're just so excited and blessed to have such a good kids and students and staff.
And the basketball team doesn't lose much. Turner graduates. Tell us your thoughts maybe really quick before we go to a break about your thoughts about next year's team.
We're excited. Like you said, we lose one player, which he's a very, very good player.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it'll hurt us some lose Jalen, and we'll miss him, and we wish him the best and hope he does great things in the future, and we know he will. But we're really excited about the team coming back and coaching over and the job he does. I think they'll be right back here and able to compete and hopefully win the thing next year, hopefully.
Absolutely.
No, I just, the whole time I've been sitting here, I've been wondering how many, you talked about your staff, how many staff is designated just to keep John Noble and Brandon Hayes in line so that they don't act out all the time?
Who keeps John Noble from bouncing off the ropes, right?
Yeah. Now, John's pretty fired. Now, Brandon's a little more laid back, but you use about half the staff to hold him back.
Well, we got more basketball talk coming right up after a short break. I do want to say I think we have finally succeeded. I think we finally got under Harold Mullins' skin.
I think we did.
I think he's finally upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It's going to be okay. Quick break. 30 seconds. We're going to be back with Coach Stacy, and Bo's going to tag in. We're going to talk about this half that just happened. Stay tuned. We have a 1-point game here at the half. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Mr. Davidson, we appreciate it.
If you've been waiting on the new Samsung Galaxy S22 device, then the team at Appalachian Wireless has some good news for you. Appalachian Wireless is launching all Samsung S22 models on sale. Every S22 model will be $150 off normal contract pricing. Or take $100 off and we'll pay the taxes on the Appalachian Advantage. Visit one of our retail or dealer locations and on the web, because we don't want you to miss this fantastic deal. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Here at Thacker Grigsby and TVS, we're committed to building a better future for our community. In these times, being connected is more important than ever, and we're working every day to keep you online and in touch with the world. For generations, we've been a part of this community, and we're proud to serve this community for many generations to come. Thacker Grigsby and TVS, working for a better future for Eastern Kentucky.
You're gonna drive away saying, man,
what a deal.
Are we getting any better?
Was that better?
Way better than the last time.
Yeah, I was a little raspy last time.
Still needs some work.
Absolutely. All right, I wanted to get to this before we go back to the half. We're sitting with the score of 28 Perry, 27 Estill, which I think most people would be shocked with at this point. Yes or no?
Well, I'm not really shocked that it's tight. I don't think it would have been this tight, but Beverly sent most of that second quarter in foul trouble with 2 fouls, and Coach kept him on the bench. And it allowed Estill to kind of get this game more in up and down pace, or at least a hectic game. A hectic game is what Estill County needs. Turnovers is why they were behind. How many turnovers?
So really quick, team turnovers, we have Estill with 9, Perry with 3, which me and you stood here in the corner, and we thought that was the big difference in the game as Perry held a 7-point lead, a 9-point lead, but Ridge got in foul trouble. We saw that lead dwindle away. What caused this lead to dwindle away?
Well, I think Ridge comes out of the game, like you mentioned. Perry is a good team without Ridge Beverly, but with Ridge Beverly, they're a great team, I think. He really is able to control. They're a little bit lost without him. There's not much of an offensive set they can run when he's not on the floor. It's a little more helter-skelter. You saw them. We said we looked for them to bring Ridge in on that last offensive possession. He did, and that was the first time the entire half Perry was able to really set something up and try to get a shot that they really wanted.
Bo, quick thoughts.
Listen, I said that McKenzie's going to be the trifecta here.
You were dead on.
Listen, I think he's got 10 points right now, but not only him, he's had some help by Brock. Brock has been a big asset as well on the inside, but McKenzie, man, what can I say about McKenzie? He's really beating and banging down low.
He's got
loving it right now.
He has right now a double-double. He has 10 points and 11 rebounds
6
right
of those
now.
rebounds offensive.
10 points and 11 rebounds, 6 offensive.
Big.
And I will say the biggest difference for Estill is our man Isford. I promise you, the pageantry and excitement of 14th Regional Basketball Championship is here. But Will Isford is still driving with his left hand down the paint and getting buckets, and Lance McKenzie is still in there getting rebounds, and we're going to see if that continues the second half.
Well, guys, there's only one way to settle it. We can send it back up to David and maybe Harold if he's
John, Harold, it'll be somebody from hometown.
Welcome back. Third quarter getting ready to start here at the Mercy Woods Coliseum in Jackson, Kentucky. 28-27, Prairie Central leading by 1. Prairie Central will have the basketball as we get ready to start. And Harold, so far in this ball game, some turnovers have cost the Commodores some buckets.
Well, you know, they won the turnover battle 9-3, and if they had not done that, they would be behind in this game.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys filling in for me. I was totally blocked, had no idea, couldn't see, and
well, we're glad you're back.
Well, I'm back, and let's get this thing underway. Commodores with it as they bring it in front court. Down into the middle of the paint, it goes, kicked away and stolen. And Estill County will bring it in front court, looking for the lead. Right side to Isford. He's had a big game.
Yes, he has.
And a turnover against Estill County.
Day got the tip on that. Nice job by that young man.
Down inside McKenzie. He's been the main man, and he gets an assist on that as Brock lays it in.
Brock has 11. Nice game for Brock.
Turnover. A steal, and Day, 2 more. Look at here. Here come the Commodores out on top by 5. Timeout on the floor. 7:14 to go. We are in the third, a 30-second timeout. And if you're a Commodore fan, David Adams, just the kind of start you wanted to see to the second half.
Yep, they got a couple turnovers. They made the buckets out of them, and it gives them a little separation now, 32-27. So you want to keep that going. You want to keep that good pressure going.
I have not received any. I've received a lot of texts about where you at, son. That's what.
Well, they text me, and I told them you was at the burger stand over across the road.
And that's where I was. 32-27. Anybody out there got any scores from the other regions? Shoot them our way, won't you, please?
Marty Mullins has sent us a score, no doubt about it. Day with another steal.
Underneath shot, no good. Rebound. It is the Commodores again, and they turn it over. Isford the other way. Lays it in.
Isford has 11.
32-29. Estill County band has decided to pack it in and call it a night and go get some Dippin' Dots.
Absolutely.
Never been so happy to see anything in my life. Underneath, put up and in by McKenzie.
12 points for McKenzie.
Thank the Lord for Dippin' Dots.
Cheney is struggling bringing that ball up as Beverly.
And a foul, no. Underneath, shot blocked out of bounds by Brock.
I think Prairie Central has come out after halftime a little more physical in using their body, Harold, instead of reaching.
34-29, Commodores by 5, 6:20 to go. We're in the third quarter. Championship game, 14th Region Boys Basketball Tournament. McKenzie cuts off the lane and out of bounds. It'll go to the Commodores.
Nice defense.
Boy, I tell you what, Dylan Brock.
He's a worker.
His presence on the floor cannot be denied if you're a Commodore fan. He is the man.
And he's off to a good start offensively. 11 points in the ballgame so far.
They've break the press. Here goes McKenzie, leaves it off to Brock. Brock brings it out of play, leaves it with Day down underneath McKenzie, and they knock it out of bounds.
Nowhere to go that time with the basketball. He was cut off, and Commodore's lucky to get another opportunity with that.
They lob it in backcourt.
2-3 zone by the Engineers. Beverly goes middle. Nice pass to Napier, a floater, 8-footer.
Good. 36-29, 7-point lead, front court. In a hurry come the Engineers.
Commodores
in the zone, 3 no good, rebound Commodores.
Benton took that one kind of deep out there as Day.
Day in the spin cycle, and it's going to be a jump ball.
Looks like Beeler will put it in play, and Commodore's defense has really stepped up quite a bit here. Man defense by the Commodores. Hurl, I like the pressure by the Commodores.
Yeah, I do too. Quickly in front court. Isford on the move. They strip it away from him out of bounds. It'll go to the Commodores.
Engineers. Pressure on one, and there's a steal.
A steal, and it's lost out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Engineers.
Prairie Central not really focused and ready for that possession, and Coach Hoskins trying to get attention to his players. 36-29, 4:56.
Commodores back in that little sagging zone, matching up out of it. Crosby down the lane. Runner is a nice-looking shot, but he missed it. Rebound down to Brock.
Not enough on it for Cheney. He tried, but it was a little short.
Underneath McKenzie, blocked from behind. Boy, Isford, no good. Rebound McKenzie. Inline to inline action. 3-on-2 down the lane. Napier good. 38-29, danger time for the Engineers.
4 points for Napier with a little floater in the lane. Folks, there's not a seat in the house tonight, and everybody on their feet at times. I know Harold and I are on their feet.
Oh, absolutely. Foul line extended, and the jump shot is good.
Beeler. 5 points for Beeler.
And Beeler with a bucket, 38-32. Big bucket there for the Engineers. In the corner, they look inside to McKenzie, bring it to Brock. He'll go right down the lane, leave it off to McKenzie. McKenzie missed it, but he walked. Walking called on the Engineers, or on the Commodores. The Engineers will have it, 38-32. 3:48 to go, third quarter. Glad you along, championship game of the 14th Region Boys Basketball Tournament. Girls State Tournament gets underway tomorrow. Shot is no good by Isford. Rebound, Commodore. Day, Brock, down the lane, blocked out of bounds by Rose.
Yeah, Brock just couldn't elevate after he made that big step, Earl. It was a short step, and
Brock will leave the lineup.
Knight will come in.
They come inside, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Knight. By the way, did you see the altercation between the Knox Central player and a referee last night after the game?
I did not see that.
I did see it. It wasn't pretty. 38-32. Engineers. And losing it, stolen. Ahead is McKenzie. Good.
McKenzie has 14.
Great steal by Beverly, but now Beverly, I think, is going to be guilty of a foul. No, it is not Beverly, it is Day, and that's his second.
Yes. 2 team fouls on the Commodores. Estill is yet to commit one.
40-32 in front court. Estill County with it. Willa, now 3, no good. Rebound Commodores.
Benton got a good shot.
In a hurry, here comes McKenzie off the glass, good.
16.
And the first double-digit lead of the night for the Commodores, up on top by 10.
Willis will bring it up. Beeler.
Boy, I'll tell you what, this pressure is getting to him. Another steal ahead of the pack. Knight shot no good, but he is ridden into the end zone, and we'll have shots coming up.
Yeah, it looks like Knight's okay. He's getting up. A little slow, but he seems to have walked it off. Going to be fine.
Knight. Transfer from Buckhorn. Shot no good.
Little strong.
One of the sidelines or storylines in this game, of course, Landon Napier, they started on him, did the Estill County cheering section before they tipped off this game, and they hadn't stopped. He, of course, transferred inside McKenzie, and what do we got? Time out by Prairie Central.
30 seconds.
It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Landon Napier transferred from Estill County to Prairie County this year, and they began giving him grief as soon as he came out on the floor, did the Estill County fans, and they hadn't stopped. Young man has really been getting grief.
They were cheering back and forth. Prairie County Central was saying, "We love you, Brandon," and they was hollering, "Brandon Napier." So they were getting along good.
Yeah. 42-32, 10-point lead. Danger time for the Engineers.
Yes,
they can ill afford to let Prairie Central get much further ahead.
A couple more buckets, Earl, and they don't score, and the Commodores get the ball. You're going to see an offense turned over.
42-32. Commodore basketball. It'll be Beverly out underneath the basket down to our right. SEC tournament and pretty much every other tournament, conference tournament
tomorrow
in the land begins tomorrow. You're right. And they take it away from Day. He got too cute. Shot no good. Rebound underneath. And they take it away. Here comes Day. Day out of control. He goes to the floor. We're going to have a jump ball.
Now
both these teams are playing a little bit out of control.
Yes, they are. That is opportunity for Estill. They've got to take advantage of those when they get the basketball. 2:08 go here in the third quarter, and they're going to try to have to wipe a little sweat up off the floor. There we go. Don't want a player slipping on that. And Commodores will throw the ball in on the bounds when we get back to play. And the first game tomorrow in the SEC, is that in the evening at 6?
Yeah, evening game.
Okay.
2 night games tomorrow, and then 2 afternoon games and 2 night games the rest of the week.
Right.
And the ACC, or correction, the ACC tournament got underway today. 42-32. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Commodores with it. Beverly off the high ball screen.
Good pass.
Down underneath. Knight, good. Boy, what a good one brewing in the 12th. Steal by Knight. Knight spins, missed the shot. Rebound underneath, put back up Beverly, and he's fouled. And Beverly And will a few words being exchanged there. Big game in the 12th region. Lincoln County 30, Pulaski County 29 after three quarters.
What a ball game.
After 3 quarters.
And we want to thank our people who takes care of us there. Mr. Marty Mullins.
Did Marty Mullins send you that?
He did.
Well, tell him to send us some more.
He's a pretty good guy, Marty Mullins.
At the line, Beverly. It's good. And Estill County falling behind now, down by 13.
Now, you mentioned the danger zone. A couple more buckets, and the danger zone is hit, Harold Mose.
And in the 5th region, John Harden leading E-Town 21-19 in the 2nd quarter, and they've had to stop the game to get some police into the cheering section.
Oh, my.
Here's a turnover. Behind the back, Beverly blocked. Taken down Landon Napier. Good. 47-32. And timeout, Estill County with Estill County's Cade Benton getting a little bit physical as he heads to the bench.
Well, this game has turned up. After halftime, it got more physical, and right before halftime, it was getting physical. So we expected a physical game.
We'll take a break, and we'll be back. It is a 15-point Commodore.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in getting your hands dirty.
I believe the best recipes are never written down.
I believe in fried chicken, cornbread, and soup beans.
I believe in the cards.
I believe in cats.
I believe in insurance coverage that helps you sleep at night.
I believe in always carrying an umbrella.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Contact Derek Bowling, your Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in Hazard.
We are back, and we understand the referees had to stop the game in the 5th region, not because of anything on the floor. Obviously, something in the stands going on. Had to send law enforcement into the stands. Boy, why can't you just go watch a good ball game?
And look at all these. They're having a good time. They're watching the game, and they're doing it the right way.
Let's not brag too soon, okay? 47-32, minute 14 to go. 3rd quarter, Estill County down 15. Got to make a move now.
Yep, 2-2-1 by the Commodores set up right now. Now they're going to match up. And they'll trap wherever possible.
And it comes to Isford. He's had a big tournament, this young man.
Yes, he has.
He drives down the lane and threw it up. And what do we got? Foul on Prairie Central. And they'll be inbounding the basketball. They rule no shot.
That's Beverly's 3rd, and with 1:04 to go, I think he'll be coming out, and he does, and Fannin will come in.
Fannin into the lineup, replacing Beverly. A senior coming in for a freshman at the point.
Yep, Cheney will get ready to get it inbound for Estill County.
Isford out near midcourt, less than a minute to go. They come, set him a pick. He comes driving down the lane, missed a jump shot, rebound Brock.
Brock, a good leaper, strong with the basketball as well.
Commodores being very patient in front court to Fannin, double team. Drive, drop it off underneath Brock. And he got fouled. And he'll get 2 free throws. And a lot of the air has gone out of this Estill County cheering section down by 15.
Well, they're having to work extremely hard to get a shot, and they're not hitting those shots. And you've got to make shots to win the big game.
39 seconds. So we've heard from a couple of the regions. And now in the 16th, Ashland blowing out Boyd County at the end of 3, 59-42.
Brock will be at the line.
And Lincoln County and Pulaski County 30-29 after 3. That's the last one we had.
Yeah.
47-32, 39 seconds to go. Before this night is over, shot no good. Brock got his own rebound, but they say he crossed the line too soon. "38 seconds. Before tonight is done, we'll know all 16 regional winners.
Yes, we will.
Front court, ball stolen. Day tonight to Fannin.
Estill County is not putting a guy in the middle on that, Harold. They're trying to go up the sideline, and Prairie Central is cutting the sideline break off.
Estill County is turning the ball over way too many times.
Can't do that in this
Brock at 15 seconds. Circles, looks for help. Gets it to Fannin. Back to Brock. And now Day penetrates, goes up, and he got hammered.
Looks like Rose.
I think it was number 11 Rose.
Yes.
I tell you what, these Estill County kids don't give no cheap fouls.
No, they don't. They get their money's worth. They do.
5 seconds, and going to the line will be Tyler Day.
What's different for them in this quarter is the turnovers and missed shots. They've not hit very many.
Day's shot is good. 48-32.
Tyler Day has 8 points for the Commodores. He'll have an opportunity to add to that.
And no good. Rebound, Knight lost it. 3 seconds, mid-court. They get it over, and the Cabe throws it up, no good, and they can't get it off. 48-32 after 3, and we'll be back. Fourth quarter just ahead.
At HCTC, you're more than just a student.
I'm a daughter.
I am a father.
I am employed.
I am a mother.
I am ambitious.
I am a work in progress.
I am an innovator.
I am an HCTC graduate.
Welcome back. It's getting ready for quarter number 4 here at the Percy O. Woods Coliseum on the campus of Breathitt County High School. Fan camps, we got them at Prairie Central Student Body. I want to welcome them along. Also the fans of Estill County, glad to have them here as well, cheering for their team. The kids having a good time and the parents as well. Commodores, 16-point lead. 48-32 here tonight. Earl, that was a huge quarter for the Commodores. They really took advantage of that.
Well, you had to wonder how long it would be before they would put some distance between themselves and Estill County, with Estill County turning the ball over as much as they were.
Yeah.
And it began to show there in the third quarter. We're into the fourth quarter.
Willis has been quiet from the first quarter. He had 4, but he's really quieting down.
Benton back to Rose, no good. The three-pointer just not falling for Estill County.
They're not shooting it well. They've got a trap still, and they got to speed this game up. They behind.
Brock to the glass, tried to dunk it, got fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Brock has had a couple of flushes in this tournament.
Yes, he has. He's got 11 points tonight. A good ball game. He was huge in the first half.
Estill County has been to the boys state tournament one time. That was 3 years ago.
Yeah. Coach Hoskins, if he wins tonight, he's on his way. It'll be his 3rd trip.
And he's in pretty good position right now.
He's in good position.
Brock at the line. It's no good. Commodore's not a real good shooting free throw team.
No. My buddy Dave Dixon.
Not a real good free throw shooting team. Let me correct myself. And he missed them both. One too hard, one too soft. And Estill County in front court.
Estill needs some buckets.
Almost a turnover down the lane. They drop it off out of bounds. It should be Commodore ball. Well, that one they missed. I can promise you they missed that one. It'll go to the Engineers. I mean, I'm blocked halfway and I saw that. Outside it comes and working with the basketball, Estill County. Down the lane is Benton, and he threw it up, and they got a blocking foul called on Brock of Prairie Central.
Estill County has scored 5 points in the last 9 minutes, right at it.
Oh, that won't get it done.
It will not get it done, Earl, you're right.
Benton at the line.
Benton will be at the line tonight so far. He has 4 points in the ball game.
In the 6th region, Doss over Jeffersontown by 4 at the high.
Benton have one more shot, or 2 shots. Harold, Benton has only got 4 points, we had mentioned earlier, and he hits his 5th point, but he has really been struggling tonight from the line.
Ashland up by 30 in the 16th. Kiss that one goodbye.
Did that surprise you?
No.
Okay, Benton.
Second one, no good. Rebound, Brock.
Benton has 5 points on the game with 7:06 to go. 48-33, Prairie Central.
Driving underneath. Here goes McKenzie. No good. Run out the other way. Estill County. They double team. And now underneath it goes to Rose. He put it in.
Rose has 6 with that soft touch.
And timeout, Prairie County Central. 6:46 to go in the 4th. 48-35. Commodores will be back.
Being in an accident can leave you feeling vulnerable and lost. You need a lawyer who will fight for you and be there by your side the entire way. What I believe is that with trust and collaboration, we can get you the justice that you deserve. Go to kyleshall.com right now to schedule a free consultation. I will review the details of your case and get you back on your feet. Don't navigate the legal system alone. Get me in your corner right now.
Here at Hometown 24 and TVS Cable, we care about the community. And while you might not see the same familiar faces you're used to seeing, know we're still here. Bringing you live high school sports straight to your living room.
6:46 to go, 48-35. Commodore basketball. Dave will get ready to put it in play, Hurl, and it looks like Estill is gonna, they have no choice but leave the pressure on.
They get it out and now cross to Beverly. Beverly fires it ahead. Here goes Landon Napier, no good. Bad shot. And a foul underneath on Prairie Central. Boys, I've never seen so many bad shots taken in a tournament as I have seen in this tournament. I mean, the kids have no concept of time and situation. Why would you go down there and throw up a shot like that when you're up 13 in the 4th quarter of the championship game?
Willis will work it up against Beverly.
Benton now near midcourt. Now crossover dribble, backing in, and turns and hit it. 48-37, 11-point lead. Beverly in backcourt gets the ball ahead, and they get it to Brock. Back to Beverly, 6 minutes to go. And they throw it away. Beverly gets it back. Commodores in front court. And a foul is going to be on Isford. That is team foul number 6.
And 2 on Isford.
On Estill County, and it'll be inbounded by the Commodores, end zone down to our right.
The guy with the towels tonight's really had to work.
I think you're right. They lob it inbound today. Now to Brock underneath McKenzie. McKenzie got bumped, no call as they bring it back outside. Prairie Central been a little more patient this time. Here goes Napier. He threw it away. Run out and a bucket. By Estill County, the lead's at 9.
7 points for Beeler.
Beverly working against the press. Front court they go to Brock. Brock underneath McKenzie. Missed it. Got it back. McKenzie put it in.
18 for McKenzie.
50-39, and McKenzie with a big bucket there. Front court, Benton all the way, lost it. And the Commodores have it. Brock, front court. Cross court, Day for 3, another bad shot. Beverly rescues it. Gives it to a break-in. Napier, no good. Tipped up, no good. Brock put it in.
Brock goes
with a bucket. It's 52-39. Out of the corner is for 3, no good. And we got a foul. And it's going to be 1 in bonus time for the Commodores with 4:19 to go.
Cold shooting in the 3rd quarter and turnovers has helped the Commodores do what they need to do, and they took the ball to the basket for the most part in this quarter right here. So,
isn't your granddaughter a cheerleader in George Rogers Clark?
She is.
Well, she's going to the state tournament.
What about that?
George
Maddie's
Rogers Clark is up 32 in the 4th quarter.
They are a good ball club, Harold. They can play. They strong, quick, shoots it well. Got a good basketball team.
Halftime, John Harden over E-Town, 30-23.
Day's free throw's no good. Here comes Beeler in Estill County. Time running out.
And
ball
a turnover. Beverly in backcourt, facing the double team. Fires it over the backcourt. And we got a foul on Isford. And right now, I'm here to tell you, it is getting very physical out there on that court.
Ridge Beverly will go to the line. He has 5 points in the ball game tonight. He's had a good defensive ball game. And,
foul was on number 11.
Yeah.
And shot on its way by Beverly, no good. And Prairie Central, boy, they do not shoot free throws well at all. Going in, Isford, no good. Rebound, McKenzie. 3:55 to go. Commodores with things going all their way. We got a out of bound, ball blocked out of bound. We got a final from the 4th region. Warren Central is headed to Rupp Arena, 58-50 over Bowling Green.
Napier.
There's a 3 by Napier, no good. Rebound, McKenzie. They'll bring it back outside, and Beverly will set the offense with 3.5 to go.
Steal.
A steal and a drive and a bucket.
Beeler gets his 9th point of the ball game.
52-41, Commodore, 3:15 to go, and they'll have the basketball. Here goes Beverly, underneath it goes, and they'll bring it back outside and run a little time, and we got a foul on Willis of Estill County. 14th Region Girls representative playing in the state tournament.
Cougars.
And they will play Bowling Green.
And we want to wish them the best of luck, Earl Mullins.
They're playing a good basketball team.
Yes, they are. Cougars, give an effort and go down and see what happens. You never know.
And another team to the state tournament. First time in a long time. Jeffersontown beats Doss 59-54, and they're going to the 6th region as the 6th region champion. Commodores get the offensive rebound.
Yeah, Estill County not rebounding very well off those missed free throws. That's happened 3 times in this half. 2:50.
So whomever wins this basketball game will play George Rogers Clark.
80-45, thanks to Miss Fonda, is the final of George Rogers Clark. 80-45.
And they will await the winner of this one. And with 2:47 to go, it looks a lot like it's going to be the Commodore.
Yes, it does.
Brock at the line, no good. They can't buy a free throw.
No, they're not shooting very well there. They're 1 out of the last 5.
One more, and that run is no good as well. They have missed, 6 in a row? 52-41.
Yep.
Front court, here goes Benton down the lane. Missed it, rebound Brock. Gets it off in Baddock court.
Not shooting at all very well.
And Brock will lay it in. Nice feed from Beverly to Brock. It's a 13-point lead, 2:20 to go.
15 for Brock.
Driving underneath, shot no good, rebound. Landon Napier, foul's going to be on Estill County, and Napier will go to the line.
And to be Harold, starting to set in across the way, the Commodore Nation, starting to feel it. Napier has 6 points in the ball game.
Napier getting it from the Estill County fans pretty good right now. He goes to the line. It's good.
7 points for Napier.
This young man will get a chance to play in Rupp Arena.
Yes, he will.
At the line, good. 56-41, Commodores by 15. Front court, long 3, no good. Rebound McKenzie again. A run out, and Napier lays it in. 58-41. Back the other way is Ferd. Good.
10 points for Napier.
And we got timeout by Estill County with 1:51 remaining. And the Doors up on top by 15. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Do you qualify for $30 off your Thacker Grigsby or TVS broadband bill through the Affordable Connectivity Program? If you participate in certain federal government-funded programs, yes, you can start your qualification process by going to acpbenefit.org and click on the blue Apply Now button, or call our office at 606-785-9500 or stop by one of our locations in Jackson, Whitesburg, Hazard, or Hindman.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
58-43, a minute 51 to go, and Commodores with the 15-point lead and with the basketball.
Couple of more scores that come pouring in now. North Oldham 63, Woodford County 53. That is a final in the 8th. And in the 9th, Covington Catholic 58, Dixie Heights 44, and so they will go to the state tournament.
Want to see some good action down there this year. There's some good basketball teams down there, and we want to wish Letcher County Central Lady Cougars tomorrow the best of luck against.
Do they play tomorrow or Thursday?
It's Thursday against Bowling Green. We want to. They're our team, and we want to wish them the best from the region and the area here.
We certainly wish them the very best,
yeah,
and they will play a very good Bowling Green team.
Yes.
At the line will be Knight.
And want to wish the winner of this game, Harold, the same down at the boys' state tournament after next
Now
week.
you know you'll be pulling for your granddaughter's team.
Well, I got to sit mid-court. I'll sit and holler both ways.
I was going to see if you would deny.
No, maybe.
Well, I've got a granddaughter who plays softball for Henry Clay.
You do?
So
indeed.
you can bet your bottom dollar I'm going to be hollering for Henry Clay at the state tournament. Out of the corner, 3, good by Benton.
Benton. 9 points for Benton.
In front court, they give and go, and McKenzie is absolutely hammered. He'll go to the line, and McKenzie's had a rough night. But he's had an outstanding night.
Yes, he has. In fact, he will be our Alice Lloyd College player of the game, Harold, if everything holds. 18 points for McKenzie. He'll have an opportunity to hit the 2-0 mark if he can make this happen. And want to thank our buddy Jonathan Hicks with us tonight up here working. And want to thank
I appreciate
all
him
of
standing in for me
TV
there in the
crew.
first half.
Yeah.
58-46, and the first shot is no good. We'll have another.
The crew did a good job putting this on, Harold, the TV crews, and we appreciate them.
And good by McKenzie.
19.
McKenzie gets 1 out of 2, and in front court, Estill County. Clock running against them now. Isford, 4, picks up, fires, no good. Rebound, foul underneath, going to be on Estill County, I believe, or yes, it is. It's Estill County, and it was number 10, Elliott Hardy, who cleared out under there. He's pleading his case, but his foul was definitely on him. And Lincoln County has defeated Pulaski County 42-40 in overtime in the 12th region.
Good ball game there, no question about it.
So we have our third region represent. No, we do not have our third region. Shot is good.
McKenzie has 20.
Long three, no good. Rebound, Napier, and they're going to really drop it out of bounds. Have mercy. Come on now. You know, don't let it get out of hand in the last 106. Should have put a saddle on him there. 60-46, Estill County down by 14, 106 to go. And I want to see this final 106 close out without somebody getting hurt. Front court, 2-on-1, Brock, good.
Brock has 17 there.
And he very well could have been our player of the game. 62-46, no good. Rebound, McKenzie. Behind his back to Napier. Napier has it knocked away and stolen. Shot blocked. And put up no good, and here comes a foul on number 2, Benton. And Benton absolutely cleared everyone out from under the basket, 62-46.
And Prairie Central, they know they're on their way to Rupp, and all the fans are standing, their student body, and want to congratulate them. Benton
it has been quite a year for the Commodores.
Benton has fouled out. A good tournament by Benton. He played hard in this tournament.
And we're going to get some new people in there.
9
Isford will leave the lineup, I'm sure. 33 seconds to go and a 16-point lead. And over in that student cheering section of Prairie Central, they're having a good time.
Yes, they are. They are fired up.
Not so much on our side of the field.
Lincoln County hit a shot at the buzzer.
Yeah, and that was in overtime.
We thank you, Marty.
That was in overtime. 62-46, and going to the line will be Tyler Day. It's good.
Day has 9 points for the Commodores. Want to thank all our viewers throughout the season. We appreciate
Stay tuned
you all so
after the
much.
game. I think we're going to have a little post-game show over here, aren't we?
Yes, they
God
are.
is good.
Yes. You could stay around for that, and hope you enjoy that. It should be a dandy.
At halftime, Muhlenberg County down by 2 to McLean County. They played twice this year. McLean County won them both by 16-2. (64-46). They're going to let it run out 4 seconds, and we're going to get a timeout to get some new people into the lineup.
And McKenzie.
McLean County has never been to the state tournament.
My.
They're up on top of Muhlenberg County by 2 at the high.
Yeah.
64-46. Prairie Central will inbound it. They will dribble it out, and the Prairie County Central Commodores are on their way to Rupp Arena. Let the celebration begin for the Commodores. And David Adams, truly, I think, the best team has
I thought the second half, starting the second half, they had good pressure. Their defense picked up. They was able to drive it in, get some shots off those turnovers, and then give them the lead.
64-46, our final score. Don't you dare go away. We'll have a post-game show coming up in just a little bit. We certainly appreciate everybody's comments, everybody's texts, and all the things, good things they said about us during this tournament. And for the ones that said bad things, we don't care. For David Adams, I'm Harold Mullins saying thanks for joining us for 14th Region Basketball. Until next year, have yourself a great summer. Go out and watch some softball and baseball.
And
enjoy
don't forget
yourself.
the SEC tournament.
And don't forget, plenty of basketball ahead. Good night, everyone.
In Eastern Kentucky, being connected to the world has never been easier. With our 100 meg package at only $44.95 a month, you can be sure to always stay connected and up to date. But if that's not fast enough, we offer even faster. With the lasted technology to make sure you're getting the most out of your service. Give us a call today or check out tgtel.com for more information. Thacker Grigsby, bringing the future to Eastern Kentucky.
At TVS Cable, we are committed to providing you with the best broadband available, whether that be through expansion of our fiber-to-the-home facilities, new builds into previously unserved areas, or by launching DOCSIS 3.1, the latest technology in cable broadband. TVS Cable has always changed with the demands of Eastern Kentucky, and we will continue to make investments in our area because we care about Eastern Kentucky. It's our home too.
Thacker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work. A place we want to see grow and prosper. From Jackson to Heineman and everywhere in between. We're committed to serving you with the latest technology. Whether it's faster broadband, more video choices, or the latest voice services. Thacker Grigsby with our fiber network can provide the latest ways to stay connected, informed, and entertained.
Well, guys. What do you think?
Oh, there they are. There they are, hot off the press. All right, for those of you tuning in, welcome to Before the Whistle, except now we're after the whistle, right? We are post-game here at the 14th Regional Tournament Championship with Perry on top, 64, the Estill County Engineers, 46. I hate to say this out loud, but I'm going to start with this. I had to take the top end because you guys were all in the middle, and I said 15. It was 18, so I think I'm walking away the winner tonight.
I believe you are.
Thank you, Coach.
I believe you are.
Whoa, what did you say? What did you predict?
Bo.
15.
I
Perry
said
by
17.
15. You said 12. You said I should have wrote it down.
But
everybody, I knew
Bo
that's what.
picked the correct player, though. Bo picked the correct player.
Bo did. We give Bo a shout out. Bo did pick the correct player, and Lance McKenzie. How many rebounds he end up with?
Suspense up here. Let's take a guess. How many rebounds do you think he had?
Well, he just got named tournament MVP, I believe.
Yeah,
was that the MVP?
He did.
Hey, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah. Well, anybody with the Predator tattoo.
Yes.
I'm not messing with it.
No.
He had 11 rebounds at halftime. John, how many rebounds you say he ended up with?
20.
19.
18.
So why you guys go around my answer? Why?
18 rebounds.
Boy, oh boy, I'm hot. I'm hot.
And to me, the most impressive.
Do I coach anywhere?
How many of those offensive?
8 offensive rebounds. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw out there that I feel like at least 6 of those resulted in 2 points.
How many points he have?
He ended up with 20 points.
20 points and
18 rebounds. That's the Sheboy stuff.
That's the Sheboy stuff.
Yeah, that's the Sheboy stuff. And he earned it, boy. And listen, out here on the court, he's a big, stocky guy, but he by no means is like towering over people.
No.
He just wants it. And I saw him fight for so many 50 balls. Man, listen, I know those of you at home up in the Eagles view there from the nest where Harold couldn't see, but up there, down here on the floor, every 50-50 ball. And, man, every time, honestly, hats off to the Estill County Engineers. Every time you thought this ball game was going to be kind of pulled away, Estill would reel it back to 10 or 12 or 9. And, you know, Perry did an excellent job controlling the second half, 20-5 in the third quarter, and that was pretty much it from there. Several turnovers. What's our turnover count from them? But every 50-50 ball was a battle.
But the turnover,
you circled that at halftime.
You
circled that at halftime, and I think, like you said, it's going to tell the story. 24 turnovers.
24 to 14.
Yep.
I would guess that they had 8 there in the third quarter that kind of drove that 20-5 run. You know, and I think it's just so hard against a team like Perry for a team to come back because they're so sound defensively. The only hang-up we talked about over there in the corner with Perry is they missed free throws.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if they made free throws? What was their free throws?
Yeah, so you're really an amazing stat, 11 for 33. And
Really?
Still won the game.
And you won a regional championship game shooting 11 for 33.
Yep.
You're kidding. Is that correct?
11 for 33.
So
That
you
is
shot
wild.
33% as a team for the game from free throw range.
Crazy.
And won by 18?
Yeah.
Yeah, and won by 18. I just, you know, the game plan in the third quarter, I think, that we had talked about before the game just kind of played out. Perry played this 2-2-1, and that pressure just overtime wore Estill down. Estill did pack it in and played this zone, and then they were forced to come out and show 2-2-1 at times and drop back to that zone. But it seemed like the second half, Perry really had a grasp on getting in the teeth of that zone.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I tell you the story to me of this tournament. I think the two hardest playing teams made it to this championship game. There were bodies flying everywhere out there on the court, loose balls, they were getting on it. How many jump balls did we have? I think the two hardest playing teams made it to this championship.
I think so too. John, thoughts?
Hats off to Estill County. I mean, they had a heck of a run in this tournament. Will Isford and Cade Benton, I mean, those are two guys that their names are going to ring around for a very long time, especially in this gymnasium.
I want to say something about Isford that happened along the opposing sideline there toward the end of that game, and me and you caught it. I want to say he ran into the Perry bench, like accidentally. He was looking up the floor, and he was sprinting down the floor as Will Isford would done like every game this tournament. And he ran into the Perry County assistant coach there, Corey Hoskins, and then he fell. And Corey Hoskins goes over to pick him up. And I swear to you, I think that Will Isford, you know, most of the time we've been watching videos here of teams getting in fights, players fighting with referees. We've seen bad stuff going on in regional tournaments and games all throughout the year. And I swear to you, I think Will Isford apologized to Corey Hoskins for running into him. And everybody helped him up. And Corey Hoskins said, man, don't worry about that. I could read his lips. And that just goes, that's just a testament to the group that Estill County brought to this championship game. And the group of Perry Central guys on the bench. I think both teams, there was a lot of stare downs tonight, but no team swung on each other. It was physical. Coach said over here on the corner, and it was perfect. You got to wear your hard hat if you're coming in that paint. And that's a big part of that was Lance McKenzie. But Estill gave it back, too. Hats off to both teams.
Well, and you know, you look at this Perry rebounding group. You had Dylan Brock with 7. A lot of those were huge. And then you had another player with 6 and 5. They hit the boards really hard. And you mentioned that hard hat, man. When you brought it in there, you had 3 guys from the opposing team jumping up to contest that shot. And that really helped, I think, Lance McKenzie with a lot of those offensive rebounds. Yeah. When you've got 2 or 3 guys going up to block a shot, there's nobody there to box out the rest of the offensive team.
Coach, agree or disagree? I mean, when you play zone, unless you have Umar Kita or whatever, but when you play zone, it's difficult to rebound.
You're not matched up with another player. You're matched up.
You know, I am so thankful that Oscar Sheboy has come to Kentucky for all of us to have an opportunity to watch the key things that you need to watch for to rebound. And when you ask him, the first thing he responds to, how do you rebound like this? I fight.
I fight.
If you don't attempt to rebound, then you have 0 chance to get a rebound. He goes after every rebound. And effort and determination is the first 2 things in the art of rebounding, and then you got the other things of boxing out and anticipation, and you gotta fight. And that's the thing about the McKenzie kid that impressed me. Out of all the frontline players, he's the shortest one.
Yep. Yeah, he's not.
But he
tall.
fit for every rebound harder than anybody else on either team on the front lines. And that's why. That's what rebounding is. You just don't – that don't fall out of the sky and you're a rebounder. You're a rebounder because you want it more than the person you're going after.
I have to agree with you. You know, there's a lot of strategy you can teach with rebounding, but it don't matter how much strategy you know. If you don't want it, you're not going to get the rebound.
Want strategy, but it still comes down to desire. Are you willing to fight for that ball? That's what it comes down to. 50-50 balls are the same thing.
And Lance McKenzie, I think it goes with saying, and watching this game and the previous games before in this tournament, Lance McKenzie fought for every – he fit. Coach Stacy said he fit for the ball every time that ball came off the opposite side of the rim. And a lot of that, too, is predictability, right? It's like you need some anticipation. I had Coach Gary Gibson back at Alice Lloyd. God love that man. 70, I don't know if he could be just totally making this stat up. Like Coach Robert Hammonds will make up stats off the top of his head in the locker room all the time, right? And me and Tyler Little just look at each other like, what are you talking about? And 77% of the time, if it's shot on the left side of the floor, it's going to come up to the right side, right? If it's shot from the right side of the floor, it's going to come up to the left side. And it seemed like Lance McKenzie was in that opposite slot on the block in front of a body every single time that ball was shot on the opposite side of the floor.
Yeah.
So I hats off to that. And speaking of Alice Lloyd days, I do want to shout out Matthew Hurt. Coach Matt Hurt. Can you hear me, Matt? Will you please stop texting me? This is your shout out. I hope you're listening. Coastal Carolina, man. And they do such a good job year in and year out. Shout out to Coach Matt Hurt. He said that he is Coach Stacy's favorite coach of all time.
Exactly right. As far as he's my favorite coach in South Carolina, I'll put it that way.
I want to say he's probably the only coach that you know in South Carolina.
I'll say I do like Matt a little bit better than Josh and Zach, but that's not a lot of competition. So that, you know.
I don't know. You know, Zach might be the best coach out of the three, and I don't even think he coaches.
Well,
no, just kidding.
I will say, Zach may be the best. He may be the best shooter.
Zach could.
That sticks Matt right in the heart. I'm kidding, Matt. He'll be calling me.
That will dig at him worse than the coach.
No, yeah, Matt Hurt will be calling me.
Yeah.
Matt Hurt, greatest shooter in Cordia history. Let him tell you about the first time I met him in Howard Dorm, 3rd floor. I'll never forget it. Okay.
I would love to hear that story, but I got a feeling that should be on Jerry Springer instead.
Yeah, it shouldn't be talked about on TV. It's better than Harold cussing the tubas. Listen, before we go further with this post game, and you're listening to the awards that are going on the floor right now, we've had, I think collectively across this table, we've had so many kind words. I've actually got some harsh words, but we've had so many kind words about you guys at home and how much you've enjoyed this post game.
Yep.
And from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you. And we wanted to make this something special throughout this past week at Hometown 24 to really highlight our student athletes, our communities, our local businesses. And I hope that it's been that. And I think we've brought a little entertainment along the way.
Yeah, and I think we tried to help you out as much as we can. We threw the idea around. A lot of other stations will put a camera on their color commentators. We didn't do that to you, so we did try to help them out to an extent.
I have a trivia question.
Okay.
What is a
Chanticleer?
Is that some kind of jacked up chicken or
yes.
something? I don't know.
Absolutely.
Will you spell that for us?
You know, I don't know if you guys heard.
Spell that for us?
No.
I don't know. I don't know if you all heard, but we actually had like a little definition. You know, we had a little English class over there in the Commodore. In the PEP section, and they actually did pretty good.
Really?
Other than Moses couldn't say any of the 10 Commandments, they did pretty good. That was more for religion class.
So obviously they didn't have Dan Combs as a teacher.
No, we had English class, and they got the definition for Commodore right.
Wow.
Yeah, he was pretty close. He said naval captain. I'm going to take that.
Yeah.
Now, he did not understand what blackout actually means, but that's okay. I'm going to let it slide.
Well, you know, did you teach him any psychology while you were over there?
No, but we have determined that the theory that if you dress nice and go into a restaurant, it does not mean that you will get speedier service.
No, it's not.
Even whenever you lie to them and tell them that you have a meeting in 20 minutes, it doesn't make it any faster.
That didn't help neither, did it?
No.
That guy Cezone owes me. They are now congratulating the 14th Regional Champions, of course, your 2022 14th Region Boys Basketball Champions, the Perry County Central Commodores. And can't say enough about this team down this stretch.
Yeah, I want to say, you know, I've been around that program a long time and watched ever since Coach Hoskins come on, and he does a good job year in and year out.
Yes.
They were 9-14 last year, guys. This is probably the best coaching job he's done there. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to give him all the credit for it, but he deserves credit.
And
because those kids, I heard him say in a comment the other day that they were things finishing up last year, they knew they were going to have to get better at in order for them to even get close to this.
Yeah.
And to their credit, those kids have done the work. But now they've done that under his direction, and I think it's important that we honor Coach Hoskins and how good a job he's done and his staff. And congratulations again to all these young men with this Commodore team. They were fun to watch through this tournament.
Coach Shannon Hoskins, the 14th Region Coach of the Year this year. Some would say he's the best player in this gym that played at Clay County. I like to say he's the second best, but he did go to South Carolina. I went to Alasoid. I don't know. I'll let you on.
I didn't know Winston went to Clay County.
Yeah, I didn't go to Clay County.
Well,
hey, listen, he's a Navajo to me. You all can, them Tigers can do whatever they want to.
He's a
Hawkins
Navajo.
is an MC Napier Navajo, baby.
Yeah.
Don't forget
Lord,
that.
we're going way back. Yeah, I think, Moses was on that team. Yeah. Oh, man, we have had such a good time here this week. Final thoughts about just this tournament in general, and we do want to congratulate all teams that made it, all these teams that made it. Congratulations. And we mentioned this at halftime, but the pageantry of the 14th region, no matter if you want to say the 14th region is down, or the 14th region is not as good as other regions, it's one of the only regions, especially in our area, that is hanging on to having the regional tournaments at high schools.
Yep,
it bears noting that the 15th, 16th, and 13th all have their tournaments at central locations with larger capacities. And there's just still something special about mountain basketball. And it was important for us to get it right this year because of COVID the last 2 seasons, where we had one where the tournament was completely canceled and the other that saw kind of like a half-capacity tournament, as mentioned at halftime. For it to come out back at Breathitt in the Coliseum 2022, it was something special. Will you agree?
Yes. I would agree. It's nice to have it at a central location for travel, but you don't get this atmosphere in an arena that holds 10 or 12,000 people. It just don't happen, or 4,000 or 5,000. This is you've got a 4,500 people capacity, and I'm pretty sure we had 4,800 instead of 4,500.
Yeah,
we had people sweating on me. When I had to go and sub in for Harold in the first half. So.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for stepping up to the plate.
Stand?
You stepped
Did you
up.
stand?
Yeah, he stood. You can see him up there.
Can we put money in and buy Harold like a
high chair?
Something that like
a high chair. We do want to shout out our crew as we wrap up this tournament. We got a lot of great guys behind the scenes, and we had a lot of great guys step up to the plate and fill in. I was worried to death today, I've been able to make it this 2 weeks without missing one Addy volleyball game because we've had good guys step up to the plate and help cover. I'm worried that somebody's going to actually back over. I drove my mother-in-law's mini car.
The Fiat.
Seriously, the Fiat is the size of a matchbox. Like, the Fiat is literally like, I can't even, it's like this big.
How do you get in it?
I jump. You can't sit. I can't sit in it.
Did you have a knee?
I have to lay down in it, like
he's
jump
driving
in
with
it.
his knees.
Yeah. My head was on my hair, was on the ceiling like the whole time. I could feel my hair on the ceiling. You know what though? Thank God it's not. The speed limit is not in the 10 Commandments. Because
I get a call from him.
It was not obeyed.
He's like, "Is this you behind me?"
But Moses wouldn't know the speed limit either, buddy.
No. Shh, y'all be quiet. There's Sheriff Dewey. The people of Breathitt County have been great to us all week long, and the people at Perry County Central also. We got all these great guys behind the scenes. We should mention Bo, who stepped up to the plate and helped us here at the table a whole lot. We got Harold and David, of course, up there at the top, been calling these games. And some of these guys have been nonstop every single night. I think Josh Cornett has broke the record finally, even though it was hard to top himself, for amount of cups of coffee drank over a 24-hour period. I know he's broke it at some time.
Well, I have to throw out there that it took one person, we all tried, but we finally got Tanya Williams had to speak up for us to get a light, and that lasted a few minutes, and he's already got that turned off.
We have a light, and I literally told him to turn it on before we started.
I seen it on one time all night.
We tried, Tanya.
Watch him go back here and turn it on like ultra bright, and it just blinds all four of us. We have this awesome, fancy, expensive light.
If Coach Hurd is still watching, listening in, I'd like for a dictionary definition of what a chanticleer is.
I think you said
sure
it.
He'll even know.
No, I think you said it. It's a crazy chicken.
Yeah.
That's what you said. I think that's it.
I believe it is.
What's that called? A pollo loco?
No, that's what I got at Mexican the other night.
No, you got a pollo Cancun.
No.
You got a Cancun pollo. It's the sour cream and cheese.
It looked to me like an empty pineapple is what it looked like to me.
It was.
Is that still here? Do we still have that?
No, I had to dispose of that.
Oh,
I
my
had to finish
God.
eating.
Oh, my God. I wonder, I don't know if we got, we're trying to get post-game interviews. We did mention earlier before that Lance McKenzie ends up with MVP of this tournament, and I don't think it comes to the argument of anyone at this table that it was very well deserved.
Yeah, it's very well deserved.
Yeah.
I take a lot of pride in a young man that sat down here with us the other day, and we asked him about his defense. And he said, that's what my game is. That's what I pride myself on. And
did he score a point tonight outside of a layup?
No.
No, outside of a contested layup putback. He didn't score a free throw.
2 for 7 from the free throw line.
What was he? 2 for 7? Yeah, I don't.
Their interior passing, him and Brock, I believe it is.
Yep.
Is just really good.
Yeah.
I love how they constantly look for each other, where they're attacking off the dribble. They just know where each other is at every second that they're on the floor together, and you can really see that. I love their interior passing.
Yeah.
We had some news earlier, just trying to give you an update across the board. I know we had given a shout-out to regional champions coming into this game with North Laurel and Pikeville, of course, that huge matchup in the first round at Rupp Arena. We've got Lyon County, who Breathitt played earlier in the year and beat. We got Henry Clay, we got Murray, and we have Mail. And a few games are still going on. We're going to try to get you some updates here. We did get an update out. We did get an update out of. We don't have the 12th update yet between Pulaski and Lincoln because we knew they went to overtime and Lincoln had taken the lead by 3, which I think is a little bit of a mild upset out there. Is that correct?
Well, Lincoln's been really good all year too.
Now we talked over here in the corner. I keep saying in the corner because that's where we are. But GRC and Bracken playing tonight. Of course, Josh Cook being originally from the 14th area, famously playing at JBS, one of the better guards in JBS history along with Clark Step. Coached at JBS, had success there. Coached at Lawrence County, had success. Coached at Mercer County, had success. Had success everywhere he's been, and he's a good hometown boy. And he's playing in that regional championship tonight with the team that a lot of people predict could win the state tournament.
They're ranked number 1.
They're ranked numero uno. And we also had Elizabethtown and John Hardin playing for that regional championship, Cubcath and Dixie Heights. What about what Cubcath does?
Oh my gosh.
I know you got an all-boys school, but
you want to talk about pep sections.
Oh, my God, pep section. And hats off to the Perry County Central pep section tonight and their fan base and the Estill fan base.
Man.
The Estill fan base stood the whole time, yes?
I had to sit with them. Like I was telling this guy, I had 4 or 5 people sweating on me constantly.
Like they were literally on top of you?
Yes.
You should just...
I was suffocating. And Harold's back there having a grand old time sitting down.
And Wes still has blue all over.
He's got blue paint all over.
I tried.
Blue.
Well, I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
And that was one trip.
One trip he got painted blue.
One trip.
We had Boyd Ashland
I was
going
initiated.
on. He was initiated. You were one of them. I'm sorry about your loss. Boyd Ashland going on in the 16th. I believe that one's tomorrow night. A lot of people favoring Ashland, of course, that made that magical Final Four run last year between Ashland and Boyd. I do want to shout out my man Bart Williams up at Bath County, who had an historical year at Bath, most wins in school history. And then we have the only other one left out there is Bowling Green and Warren. And I believe Bowling Green was upsetting Warren a little bit there a while ago when we checked on it. So we'll try to get updates on those. We're going to try to get post-game interview. We got a little bit more coming to you from Hometown 24. Stay with us, guys. Thank you so much. We'll be back.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS. Brought to you by Bank of Hyman, Thacker Grigsby, Paradise Pizza, Game On Hazard, Wicker Law Offices in Hyman, Heinemann Land Auction Company, and TVS.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Woo! Papa John's just took their fresh, never frozen dough and hand stretched it into thin, oversized New York-style slices. I mean, look at that crust! That is the perfect crust thickness no matter how you eat it. So you can fold it or not. But I ain't gonna lie though, I fold it. Get a New York-style pizza from Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
If you've been waiting on the new Samsung Galaxy S22 device, then the team at Appalachian Wireless has some good news for you. Appalachian Wireless is launching all Samsung S22 models on sale. Every S22 model will be $150 off normal contract pricing. Or take $100 off and we'll pay the taxes on the Appalachian Advantage. Visit one of our retail or dealer locations and on the web, because we don't want you to miss this fantastic deal. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back, and we are here with, I was going to say young men. Do you think I can call Shannon Hoskins, Coach, 14th Region Coach of the Year, Coach Shannon Hoskins? Can I call him young?
Absolutely.
Young? We are here with, okay, I'll say it. We're here with two young gentlemen who are becoming more regular on this show than me and Winston are.
I mean, it might as well just hang out. Jeez.
We will do it. We enjoy this.
Hold that up there, Lance. Hold it up there.
Look at this. Look at this.
You're looking at your 2022 14th Regional Tournament MVP, and I think at halftime it was determined by the four guys that were sitting at this table that you were destined. Actually, I'll show you. Coach Jerry Stacy wrote this on my paper at halftime. And so, yeah, so just your thoughts about the game and maybe some thoughts just about winning this MVP and what it means to you. Because there's a lot of kids at home, man. That's what they work for, and this is what they. Can I touch that?
Yeah,
this is what they work for. So just tell us about how it feels and what went into that.
You know, it feels amazing because last year the season didn't end the way I wanted it to. So to come back and get in the off season, work out and grind and lose weight, put up shots, and just get better for the overall season, I mean, it's such a surreal feeling.
Yep.
I can't even explain how it is. You just got to put in the work. That's all I got to say about that.
Absolutely. Man, Coach has coached him up.
You were compared to the likes of Oscar Sheboy with this stat line over
You
here.
really were.
Everyone's been telling me that.
You had 20 and 18.
I was close. I was going for 22 rebounds.
Is that the most? How many? What's the most you've ever had in a game?
18.
Is it? What a time to be alive. What a time to do it.
Coach, while you're sitting here, I'm going to tell you, though, we are going to work on these free throws.
Oh, 100%.
Can you tell the rest of my team?
Yeah. Tell him. Have you seen it yet?
That would be great if you tell the rest
Yeah,
of
we're going to have to tell the whole
2
team.
for 7. But, you know, I made the argument you don't have to make a lot of free throws when you just get the offensive rebound and put it back in.
And I'll say this about your work tonight, and this is something we should have just got Coach Jerry Stays to say here. We made the comment halfway through the third that, man, and this was mostly on you, you had people better wore their hard hat if they were getting in the paint tonight.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, 1,000%, right? Like, if you went in there without a hard hat on, somebody was getting hurt, right? And I love your demeanor about it. I feel like you never get really upset or you get angry. You know, a lot of players that play physical and aggressive, at some point they'll let that emotion, especially in a tournament atmosphere, take them over. And I felt like you never did that.
Yeah.
You stayed cool the whole time.
Yeah, I love to compete. That's one thing I've always loved. Like, where I come from, that's all we do is physical play.
Yep.
So when I get to play physical, I love it.
You love it.
In your element.
Yep.
In my element. There you go.
Coach, tell us about how you, obviously the game plan went pretty good, but talk about maybe some changes made at halftime. You had a 1-point lead going into the half, and for the most part from us sitting over here, it kind of looked like you just stuck to the course. But were there any changes made at the half to really cause that 20-5 run in the third?
Well, we had them on 2 different occasions in the first half, ready to go. Got up 9, got up 10, ready to blow it on out. And then we started letting them we missed some shots, free throws, and started letting them take the ball off the board straight down the floor and get transition points. Hit threes on kicks all the way to the buckets, fouling them. So really the only changes that was made at halftime was make or miss, we're up. We were going on all makes up, back on misses. We just decided to say, okay, since they're getting these run-outs or whatever, we're just up every time. We're going to be in them from inline to inline rest of the game.
See, and me, which I've never won anything. But I was like, well, maybe Coach will just say, hey, let's just go half court, man. Let's just buckle down, dig our heels in, and let's just go half court, man, and get stops and see if we can transition that way. And you didn't do that. You kind of stuck to the plan you guys came out in full court pressure at the jump, and you stuck with that.
Well, I kind of felt like early on, especially, every time they got in half court, they wanted to dribble time.
Yeah.
And they wanted to get to Isford. They wanted to get it to Benton.
Pick their spot.
So we wanted them to have to come back and be ball handlers.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we wanted them to be tired on those jump shots. Wanted them to be tired running those lanes.
Yep.
So that's why we made the decision to just stay in the press, not let them play slow. They're going to play our pace and go with it.
20-5 in the third quarter, and I think that's really the difference in the basketball game, obviously.
Coach, I tried to bring up the argument over here earlier between me and you, who was the best Clay County Tiger. I got shot down real quick, but I wish Coach Bobby Keith was here because he'd probably put us both in our place real quick.
You know what he'd say? Richie.
Yeah, that's what the answer would be real quick.
That's awesome.
But, you talked to us the other day, Coach, about how this team, how hard they work day in and day out at practice, and you talked about the jump that they have made on the field goal percentage side and all of that. What have you seen the most improvement from this team this year coming out of last year, apart from hard work?
I just think an understanding of how to play. I felt like last year we were on the cusp of so many games of winning those games, and we'd lose them at the end. We lost them.
Yeah.
And this year we've learned how to win those games. And it's rolled into a lot of confidence, and you know how it is when you get confidence. You can beat people and teams that you're really not supposed to. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
awesome.
Lance, I have to go back to you here, and you've been with Coach several years here now. What has stuck out to you the most throughout this journey to get you back here to Rupp Arena? What has Coach done for you in practice or maybe just man-to-man that has really motivated you to put this effort into it?
My sophomore year, when I was on the team that went to Rupp. I didn't get to play as much. And after that season in the summer, he told me to lose weight, drop weight, get fitter, get better, get faster, get stronger. But, you know, just the, how should I say it? Just the guidance that he gave me. And, I mean, I took his advice for it, too, and look where I'm at now. Like,
and I want to mention, I'm glad you told us that story.
Yeah.
Because there's so many kids out there that needs to hear that.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of kids when a coach tries to critique their game, right? And they may become uncoachable, and they may take that offense to that, right? Yeah, they get offensive about it, and will go somewhere else or kind of back down from their coach or buck back on their coach. And so for you to take that criticism and translate it into your game, you know, and put it to use out here in the court speaks volumes, not only about your coach, but about you as a player. So I appreciate you shared that story, man. That's huge. Kids out there need to hear that. The coach tells you what you need to do, you go do it, and then you see what happens. Exactly. You get to hold up this MVP plaque and a net, right?
That's how it works, yes.
And I will say, Coach, not every coach gets away with that. So that's a testament to you.
Well, that's a testament to him, his maturity and thought process.
Absolutely.
He's got a great one.
Yep. Guys, we're going to let's let him go celebrate.
Yeah, you need to celebrate, enjoy this
Coach said
moment.
he's got places to go.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to go with him.
Coach Shannon Hoskins.
Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Our 14th region tournament, player of the tournament here, tournament MVP Lance McKenzie. Thank you all for joining us, and the best of luck as y'all head to Lexington.
Great look.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Good job, guys. Thank you.
Here at Thacker Grigsby and TVS, we're committed to building a better future for our community. In these times, being connected is more important than ever, and we're working every day to keep you online and in touch with the world. For generations, we've been a part of this community, and we're proud to serve this community for many generations to come. Thacker Grigsby and TVS, working for a better future for Eastern Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in getting your hands dirty.
I believe the best recipes are never written down.
I believe in fried chicken, cornbread, and soup beans.
I believe in the cards. I believe in cats.
I believe in insurance coverage that helps you sleep at night.
I believe in always carrying an umbrella.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Contact Derek Bowling, your Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in Hazard.
Well, guys, welcome back. Great interviews there with Coach Shannon Hoskins and Lance McKenzie. This has been so fun throughout this tournament. And, you know, I want to give a big shout-out and thanks to MCHC for sponsoring this show and giving us the ability to be here and bring you the coverage of these great young student athletes and coaches.
I want to say, and we're going to get some final thoughts from Coach just about the tournament and this experience in general. But, you know, TVS Cable and Hometown 24, and I know there's people locally, you know, and sometimes we move away from local business, and sometimes we get frustrated with local business. And I want to say shout out to TVS Cable and Hometown 24 for truly investing in our local businesses and local student athletes.
Absolutely.
And I think that should be mentioned.
Yeah.
And so shout out to them, and thank you for giving us that opportunity to do what we've done this week. And kind of just be able to push these student athletes and be able to show their talent and be able to talk to them candidly. And for our viewers at home that can't make it to the game, you know, for whatever reason, I think that goes a long way for the betterment of our community and really just everyone, right?
Yeah, and you know, that's the whole reason we're in it. That's the whole reason we're here.
Absolutely.
And the same goes for Thacker and Grigsby Communications.
Well, it ain't like they're paying me a ton.
You even had to drive the Fiat over. They won't even give us a
I drove the
company
Fiat to save on gas. It's like $20 to fill that thing up. Coach, let's get final thoughts from each one of us. We'll wrap up for tonight.
Well, the tournament just been outstanding. This boys' 14th region, and quite honest, the girls was really good as well. As far as the play, the coaching, the effort from all these kids, both tournaments have been a success. I want to thank Josh and everybody with Hometown 24. All you guys that I've got to work with the last couple of weeks, an opportunity to do this. You know, coached basketball a long time, and this kind of gets my fix in for the year.
Absolutely. Yeah, for us as coaches, it's so much fun.
Yeah, it is. And you know, but you touched on something that I was going to touch on that I think it's important, is how there's nobody else in Eastern Kentucky promotes the student athlete better than Hometown 24.
I would love to have a tally of just how many games. You know, we start up in the fall with football, you know, and we run all football season. Like, I can't even keep up.
You guys do football?
We do football.
We do football.
Oh my God. We do football.
I love football.
You're in. You're in.
Hired.
I love football.
Hey, I think David's watching at the house. He's watching somewhere. Yeah, the boss man says you're in.
You're in.
Yeah,
I
you're
probably
in.
know more about football than I do basketball. Most people would say
You're in. I don't know anything about football. Foosball.
Most people would say, especially I guess probably the players that play for me, probably say that guy don't know nothing about basketball. If he knows anything about football, that's more than basketball.
Yeah, we did pregame for football, and we even called a little bit for the football. It's so much fun. But we start with the football in the fall. We run through the whole fall, and then they start with basketball, where me and we coach. And so we're kind of in and out. And man, these guys are going every night.
Then we bring Katie Sloan in to help us with volleyball.
Oh, Katie's great. I'm glad you brought her up.
Yeah.
Shout out, Katie. She always showed up to the football games with stats everywhere. Yeah. Shout out, Katie, man. She's
she even
great.
brought us baked goods one time.
She did.
No, it wasn't. It was something hot that I couldn't eat.
Yeah, it was something, I forgot what it was. It was like stuffed something.
Something peppers.
It was stuffed peppers. Yeah. That's what it was.
That's
Good
what
job.
It was. That's what it was.
But yeah, we can't say enough about TVS Cable on Hometown 24. More thoughts? You good?
No, I think you made a comment earlier I just want to touch on real quick. A lot of people will talk about how the 14th region might be down, this and that. But if you've been here watching us live on Facebook and YouTube, I don't think you could have watched any better games be played than what we've broadcasted right here.
At the end of the day, you have high school local student athletes competing for one ultimate goal. Yeah. It's never going to disappoint.
Right.
I don't care about the talent level. I don't care. These kids are fighting and scraping for their communities, man, and for themselves and their team. It's always good.
Yep,
and it's always good. And it just means something more coming from the mountains, right?
Oh, yeah. I say it all the time. There's nothing like basketball in Eastern Kentucky, and even the 14th region. That's my home. That's where I love.
Absolutely, we're biased.
But it's like that across the board. The 13th, the 14th, and 15th. The atmosphere and the competition is as good as you're going to find anywhere.
Absolutely,
yeah, absolutely,
absolutely, guys. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for watching us here at Hometown 24. We've had an absolute blast. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a pay raise. I don't know. We have had an absolute blast this week. Shout out to all of our crew behind the scenes. Shout out to Josh Cornett, especially our production guy, who does an amazing job. I mean, he could honestly go produce in Hollywood. Did I say that?
I don't think he was listening. So.
No, he wasn't. Never mind. He's not even paying attention to me. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts, guys, for the final time this basketball season. Go enjoy state tournament for the next couple of weeks, girls and boys. Invest in these student athletes. Thank you, and on behalf of Wes Smith and Coach Jerry Stacy, man, from the bottom of our hearts, good night and God bless.